Italia Nursery, your child is always in safe hands. We provide a warm, secure, and nurturing environment where children grow with confidence, care, and joy. Now, enrolling for full-time and part-time care. From breakfast club to after-school care, we support busy families every step of the way. We also provide half-day care and holiday care aimed at keeping children engaged, safe, and happy. Italia Nursery proudly welcomes children aged 1 to 16 years. With our reliable school-run services, including drop-off and pickup, your child's journey is in trusted hands. We are exceptional. Our experienced team focuses on child-led, playful learning in small groups, ensuring that every child receives the attention they deserve. Conveniently located just a 10-minute walk from Elstree and Boreham Wood Station. Italia Nursery, where care, learning, and safety come together. Italia Nursery. You're in safe hands.
Send money home to Ghana, instantly. With Top Connect, send money everywhere with 0 fees. Download the Top Connect app now on Google Play and the App Store. Top Connect. Send money everywhere with no fees. Download now and start saving today. Top Connect. Connecting you home. Send money to Ghana with no fees. Download on Google Play and App Store. +44 7938 896030. +44 7882 950088.
Every moment tells a story. At Bethel Photography and Videography Studios, we capture moments that last forever. From weddings to corporate events, fashion shows to family milestones, we bring your vision to life.
We should be modern. Then let me catch a EPA professor, mommy, a professor or EP. Me catch him say, by the 1st of June 2027. Sir, a polyester, plastic, normally, and you know, mood. Me catch him say, Mrano me kinka mokrata ni no. Mama up to a year December 2026 say young costume famra name on tax force be monitor dodo ade ban say ube use so amra copy 2020. How is this possible? How? Because Sanfana ya ban no e da so ba Sanfana no e da so ba and Ghana for these issues. When we start discussing them, Mr. You NDC and Pabuana Tadiano for 2 baby Chenokofa, Nay MPP Atadiano and the channel for 2 baby Chenokofa, Nay Choir because I am sincere there as soon as say, Debiana become a fag game Pafaligo every blessed day. If you look at the future of these people who free Sukumoba, maybe private universities in Gaio, traditional universities, no, we are doomed. A brinner day anymore, a jana day anymore. A brinner day anymore, especially when you are getting a generation. I said, do na pebre. Hobina, do na pebre. Soft, very soft life. Now, don't ask a question or Kutuya Robidura. Is it what you're thinking? Officer Kutuya Robidura. It only never sank Ghana was sell crop on to you are ACG force small one why I say po Baba call alcohol headlines I would do a Urachichin Unano Untiminana. Why? Let's create opportunities for people to also be part of the system. Mr. Mumunya position. Nyoma Ekosiisen maybe Omo Mudidi Mochin, they don't tell you. We've been telling almost every president Yenya Kwenya Nekasa. There are a lot of sycophants and bootlickers around people who take decisions for us. The reality of the situation, they are not; those pictures are not painted for them. Unya Kwenya Sani Mampe Bedin Koma Kanokrachen, Chief of Staff Bedin Koma Kanokrachen, Minister Ebeshaka, Wuna Oka Sanko and Nokwasemi Chance, when they see what form said and Paduana Kana, also the power of Frubium. Okasawa Kasafidieso, now about also about the deal, or Susa Casawade, Okasa and Koye Manepe, Ayankofano, no much as he be Mao. Oh, didn't go pet, no more barber ball playback at you. Now, Casimwe, Yenti, Yasode, and you're not hear me. But no more say, Branca, Mutimia, Nyoma, Sefata, I'm on mine in Nipamudu Dona, and Yamunfaso. Why can't we change? Anybody who wants to institute a certain change. Now you resist no fiercely.
Public enemy
yes.
number 1.
What have you mobile doctor to force it? Obia ontia. And no a defect for the there's no there was a timo diam with you mono.
The Ghana no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was so
yes.
Now we BM. We be any deeper. Ade's obi the peta the problem.
The problem about
anya yes won't. Finance minister be yes in trim where the finance minister buy, you know.
Me say
oil nyoma finchi may go by there.
I'm telling you, me say it's like one of the finest. Me say the Biadameka, this transport minister.
Current one.
Yes, will go down as one of the finest ministers and
transport ministers.
But also on Kasentobia Fino. Even the party people, when you want to go through a process with him, it should be what the country has subscribed to. It should be what the ministry has subscribed to. It should be what at the end of the day is only officer. So he will go down, one of the finest ministers, but was a party from Penasem. Was a Ghana from Penasem. Because only better. So when we are turning into a country where money, no standards,
and
money,
competence.
Yes, money. That's the country now we are building. It will be say, hey, Mr. Make Parliament, hey, Mr. Make Minister, Mr. MP, Mr. Hey. Amemwoni your mind chichiano na edi agrosa na. The courage for Obia to join that fray because even standards follower ma afi ayi hu ma mani na. Where are our standards? Where is Ghana's identity? Who are our go-to persons? Where?
Oman Oka standards are seminal and obi sende me a message ewo Facebook na nipa de the pictures eka ho some of the slaps na ya your friend is saying scrap dealers be brain and we dey no the man here interesting and Bengazi me the pictures no ascend fato so ema omo a ehwe yen no on yen live stream no in nipa ne se obi I saw this metal slab in a tricycle aboboya. Do you know who says slabs ni go aboboya with some guys with faces one very could suspicious. Tell they are not Ghanaians. So I left and I left whatever I was doing at that moment and followed them with my bicycle to see where they are taking the slabs to. Because of potholes on the road, they weren't able to give me a gap into potholes. No one to me speed into Diomatin kakra. And we went to a scrap dealer's yard. I confronted them and asked them where they took the slabs to. They told me someone sold it to them. I took the person's number and called the person, and that person was a Ghanaian. These were his words to me, quote, "Why don't you mind your business? If you continue doing this, someone will kill you," unquote. If I try being a concerned citizen, I will be killed. In fact, what the guy told me broke me for 2 hours. I wasn't myself. I feel really sad. I'll send you the video on the Ekosiisen WhatsApp number, God willing, tomorrow. It is slaps no na that way in the boy is not quite good. And on when your bra would do much. Almost yeah, Ombekono.
Baku Agboba police station was sanded down Kakribia so do near chair Aboko bi kwanso. They be a die the betusu de be a die you clearly say omoyi as omo until finally what they've settled on is omoye concrete ni pre komanya ni kwa. And you tuni da is gonna omo confirm kutasa alumi
Richmond Ahiadife ne de no esomani ne say he became a concerned citizen at the point ejai de oye edi omachi for people like this ideally I was anki hunu as a hero because okoko frey and yes say we nyai sanema na yebeko no I say I am shishie next time who crop be there
and obi na say baba catch you maybe fry him achi me bed juma game pa no mo de sa cable ni bi around 4:35 sa omo friends 5 balls dey lean very expensive onipa nipa mi no mo isu moto omo gina ba ko gina base ba ko almost about 300 meters wa twa ha no ano mo peja adie no so a omo peja it be na we dey Ghana Telecom for na ECG na we Ghana omo nya ejuma na nsi okebube omo nya ejuma him na contractor be na ti mi break kakara ni mutiti ana me say masa na we dey mo dey kwai omo say masa So why na dey own to na we na wo ba yira wa hanu je na ba yira no ene me nan na metia atleta no e say ko pepe ade achi e say o me ho kra ka ba bi o mton ade achi no na ma mi ton mire ni as for gram ko na ba na o say hey ade kro no nko an everything goes uncared for. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Obi, this instance, nobody cares. They are no crowd. Where are the number for Papa is in the ground? On your careful.
Yeah.
Where are the number?
Report to the police.
Inti yanam heja sa.
Number.
We are not safe. Obi be a cost of my gun. There is no idea buy for your porter. And then nipa bebre omo various designations omo go port on no nyomo omo dan e di port on enye papa enye nasemo ya betra ha ka port asema ka eni atwitwa mene ne kone ne nyoma e twifa kire ne ya ka ajamo baabia for even a late president says amala musu ma ye world no it tells you that we have been corrupt since so we fancy setting up institutions that in our thinking, on the optics, they are fighting corruption. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. No, Obi. What has really changed? Where we don't even know how much our coach is taking as we go to the World Cup. Minimum players 100,000 cities and automatic one. Once we are part of it, I'll call Yetima be declared. What's wrong with that?
And this is when the president even admonished said this new sports minister should be very transparent.
One in him coach this guy. What's new? If you go to Yankasa door na yose den kwano, I buy personally sika was sinking in this kind of say or door na ebitimi aye clear ama yetimi akọ. Vis-a-vis ni peti bia hon ne Ghana for do na yesuni ye ban. The last time I checked na me kai pass so almost about 500 and something million or kojo ponkoma Ghana city on the koyes or do clearing was there. I could say it started with my good friend. On one kasa so nim die eboa am yakoti and the controversies around it, millions of issues around it. Yakasa pao and ya manyo se ni fa so crowd.
And maybe the little problems because offer obia onim chum se wonim eyi hansonic aircraft da command
that problem no
on that side the problem no
onim
say
no ankasa em say amuakwata try to make an because over traffic how the river densu enso to it me job be 5 6 7 days river densu ana me reference say hotel o say asoy bi so honum gata bi e now river densu na ho kwan no ana dia ban so ne say onim dia ban say ebasa makacho ebasa say party for no amusu nya adwumaye eti say ufi aboko bi ba o ma fa nkofo bi o motete kwan no mo na no makacho party go over the sapete no the petition say insura to say sakowe I say yo eyi na kosi nche na wasaba. That is what we are doing to ourselves. So, Pantan Kwai, the number of times I know, hospital, major road, the number of times I we say, why did the former minister Amakwata stop that contractor? Kasetian, why? I didn't hear. People go unpunished. Because all your contractors are quite say, and in the answer, a share the former. Now that's a class A contractor. I didn't hear. I didn't hear. Apart from quite being more Arab contractors, Limex Bow, other people be here, referring for the construction. Reform the Sa Quanka Crabina can be 30, 20, 25 years. Ejuligusa. And it's not as if say Nimo. We benefit from Makacho. We are beneficiaries of those loose ends, those corruptible acts, those weaknesses, those challenges, So nobody is ready to adjust it. And when we sit and we talk as if Ghana is developing in the next 2 years, no be education setup there. Munguna udo pa ma ufon kancho we ko bana we abijana we ajo extra classes man na we bana we fa na we and then most private schools ebegu because of exorbitant fees no mojina how for do now they can't a lot of almost challenges administrative teachers are kept here private schools be and chomu na ebegu go on baba form
So omuntua teachers.
Sa ban hwe ho a eno kwa no amo.
Then the aban me.
Bibusa so amo support bi dia na so initiative amo supportive of government education.
Now we all private schools e were primary level and senior high.
All aspects no obi urgensem. Because for do not mean tua. For do not mean tua. Ana wo kwa ban school me early me kwa obi. Na baby am sa kocha de early no Kasim early no. Grounds no all grounds nyina no. Abusenda so go. Nti ye twa sa na onanim se nyina na awawai. Awotere. As if when you go to government school it's a punishment. Everything government cannot be done well. Yeah. That is my problem. Everything.
No, because if we are very serious, our man, all school now, STEM academy now, educhum reso musi wo East Legon no. The war TVET service.
Can you imagine such a facility?
Imagine every district having one.
Now him.
And every big town in Ghana having one.
Michelle, honorable educhum na muzaza. You know, school, you know, incremofo it was I ran this yes. Almost extension
almost branch
because tiny
almost time orange
very nice. I was confused one of being the force terms man I mean they buy window I buy school
yeah Okwaya from class 1 to Ube senior high school. And I was saying is it impossible for Ghana say we would have schools like this state funded in each district of Ghana now, and every big town in Ghana. These are some of the deliberate nyome was here, and we have the money to do them. Just say our priorities are sometimes here not our morty. You know, here not our morty. We have to be. I don't know make catch a domi. Unse Benin, Nancy Benin a new president. Omoya inauguration and Benghazi which is obe video now. Honorable Atofos and a president someone say uncle representing. Well, it may seem very trivial, but the point I want to make is say what baby a Benin for your presidential inauguration. Now they compare your Independence Square here dear one. Charlie, you can see the difference. You can see what it tells me. They say, Oman, some countries are stepping up. They are stepping up.
We are stepping down.
We are too complacent. The truth of the matter is, when you visit some of these African countries, Ghana looks like a higher Dubai.
Yeah.
You know, I must some level of complacency be air. But
you call it
other countries.
But you call it complacency?
I don't know.
Avoidable partisanship, greed. Avoidable partisanship, greed.
Benin for your presidential inauguration now. Beautiful edifice. Beautiful. I mean, you could see the class. How am I yet? The orderliness. The orderliness. Yeah, presidential inauguration. You're like, what is this?
That's the point. If we don't want to establish identity and standards and step up what we have been doing now, we will be doing this. Yes, in your team, do. Eye buapayo, eye nida hon, eye dufudi pe, eye pesem kuminya, eye amanyo sema, uni mfaso ye. No man ya come from the days of way besi way na ye two ya mentu aso now we have besi way also no kwa measurement to aso now we also besi way no also be way measurement to aso. That has been the change from time immemorial. That has been the change. And me danger crowd me worry say said ye see indoctrinate kwadane di echi no obi o madwene so se ade na ye ni wi pe bibia ni wa e be ka on betie bi mo bibia ni ho a ye be ka on betie bi because me ka so say machem hihie say political parties we kwa no o man fa no man so say o matimi ayama even na as security agencies no abaye amanyo agency dangerous for us o.
And what I will share on YouTube, baby, Benin for a year or more presidential man share in Tiana Ewohono. You could see the orderliness, the edifice now more SC beautiful. I mean, this is Benin. This is Benin. And Ghana should be seen to be doing things better than a man patrol. Aerial way here. Look at it. Look at it. Everything orderly. This is Benin.
Na car park crackers will go park and do at them.
Charlie, everything is orderly. And we pride in Nyoma. We do things not basa in presidential swearing in Ghana. Basa ni pebua fasu number B. Look at what they've done there. Very decent. In way, ho be a share with TV so. it sends some seriousness about the country. Look at it. Look at it. It communicates some level of seriousness in the country. Yeah, dear young nipa na buafa.
Now I'm a party for the crowd, mommy. That's the point.
And Amanfo should understand.
Too much indiscipline.
Country be our brand. When say Rwanda there, you could see some level of orderliness. It sends some signals about the country. Yeah, dear nyoma yebena basa. Then let's step up a bit. Let's step up a bit. And who say countries are stepping up, and we can no longer remain. And you refer to the past. And Ghana there. But Charlie, currently we seem to be
4 times Africa champion. Every referral, 4 times African champion. Every referral, it will be. Yeah, kasa. Bottom line is that if our leaders,
yes,
leader. Mpejawani Korean na yes sir, you are a leader. The corner you find yourself in, that small corner na say local government service no penyimu nipa ehye wase hwe so. That small job na say wo okwa certificate nota wo na MNC crash ho nipa wo no hwe so. That small job na say wo EPA hwe your environment you see now.
How well are you doing?
How well? Because enu nyina kekasi ani wi a and the bigger picture no they hu say we there you dance so where the is in tower, but we are refusing to do whatever is expected of us. And then the question in the obi Ghana me pamcho. Mama yentiasi say baby edinu nanu da no bi ka yare koshoko. 69 years now that you are koshoko dia. Obi then you are headed towards grave now. Now who headed towards doom. You were emergency as say attending to near food etching. And what goes into that emergency? Your mindset renewal. Your prioritizing idea. And your mind adding idea. Addition. Apomudin. Baby and the dinitribato. And mebru dachi. San your my way. Idea by your money part to do that one mind and what me hurry. No my yati railway ministry. Ebesi ne. Obi. Your railway forecast, you could see your Mokasa, your Mokafrisa, railways. No, how effective and reliable are these railway systems in this country?
Now, say, Oko how? Your friend is saying, Oko is a crowd railway under the tree.
We are so careless, very careless and reckless. Even day of trial crowd of your trainer cover by. If you're quite fast, you 2 to 3 baby. And then me no say you name the number of ambulance 366 you say you name to do a aka.
The effective.
Yes, aban we so about sabe to be appear so. But you name the others that are in the system already. Ni state rate saying they in the function, they into the abasa and the pass ni ho asem to saying it do say na aka and me aben na wo and the crescent driver for ni pe wo no omo training no form na what can we do to change that system? Yes. What are we doing about our roads?
Asempa
Because our roads no breaking the back of drivers and car owners. And sometimes it amazes me that you invested so much in our roads, but we have little to show when it comes to our roads. It's the challenge we have when it comes to the road sector. Because we've invested so much. We've invested so much, but very little to show. Say unya kwanya say uye ga obo Ghana ho nkoma uye NDC ni ampa obi biara ni ho besi ho kwan say uye NDC na say MPP. But what we've got into now, let's be very sincere with ourselves. Let's be extremely sincere and stop that petty trivial comparisons that we make. MPP ni bekasa na NDC ni now ye din okra de oni moral right. Now uye ni year before the MPP came and you do can try. See, all these two parties, no moral right for them to talk again.
Well,
no moral right. Thank God that you are supervising people who are cool and level-headed people. Like a moral right in the way.
Yeah.
So we should stop that comparison. You cannot use the MPP as a yardstick or measurement. No. Especially with the abysmal performance of the New Patriotic Party in the last elections. Why do you still use them as a yardstick? They have a right, because they are Ghanaians, to criticize just like you criticized. And even sometimes above board. Why? It's mommy and teacher of mine. Mommy and teacher of mine. I just a blaster boy. See other Ghana for Shassia, Baba Raman, Yemusu Fono, Baba Raman, Yewedo Baba Raman, Ketokre go. No, na football there. Football there. Roberto Baggio, or 2 penalty seno. Satan now be a ball in the Roberto Baggio, Lineker, Gary Lineker, or 2 ball penalty or seno. Yankasa, Yakoma Swadi, Asamoah Jan. Baba Ghana Bakosemwa.
Or your best striker.
That's the point. That's the point.
In the open source saying, say, Baba Raman, the young fan champ.
I am push you with that positive energy. Go be, boys, is almost in Samana. I'm break it down
because a young Ghana form and say, player no, it's not practice over body, or say go out and our practice up so that is one thing I mean to Ghana. Mostly, what should they abuse players now? We make it seem a player need you no, or not you are Ghana number one, and as a Ghana we need a player on pay. And that mindset has to change. We have to encourage these. Yes, I mean, Sunday you could see, say, players need the attitude on the field of play, no?
And
terrible. But let's find a way of encouraging
because
them.
Especially this is a coach, it's a football analyst in a year.
Yes.
What take it just, I think, about 1 week or 2 weeks, and they put this team together.
Yes.
Now, a certain level of cohesion. It make because the days are kind of so short and so tight. My prayer is that we build on match after match, match after match. Group zones, Ghana for your own. But if you start blaming the players now, and then I'm from no be at this point, Esther Ebenya favor working name team here for cohesion. Michael Essewo, Meunse Asamoah Gyan, Meunse Randiabe, Meunse Obi Kabom in the spirit of unity and so just to push the boys along. After now, watching
because of this World Cup, Chumwe, because of this World Cup, FIFA aye new rules for the World Cup. And say back, players nibiu.
Oh, so
say ye change player.
I mean, who's about back which
ye change player. Who player who free park or 10 seconds to leave the park.
Okay.
So one leave the park no. By 10 seconds, who player now or Bemuno, or bet train 1 minute and Sanoa, baby, do any show. Oh, and see a new rule, Nibia. You almost say, bidn't boap delay time. Obi or horse ye changing now.
Absolutely.
So bet me, bet man Nantia free across the line about. But you go for phone. On the coffee park, another 5 minutes. In the FIFA was on mine, yes, I did now. I want to remember. For this World Cup, no, some new rules here, Bako was saying.
Yeah, new rules near 8.
8 new rules.
Okay.
Number 1, Danes here.
Yeah, number 1, throw in.
Throw in, okay.
Throw in. On the ball, if you high thrower.
Yes.
Opponent, because wash be that no delay. See a new rule, they say, yeah, 5 seconds.
5 seconds or so throw ball.
Yes, 5 seconds.
Oh,
and so her no one throw ball in 5 seconds. Referee never jump on the opponent.
Oh, opponent.
Yes. Into 5 seconds.
Hey, and they with you.
Hey, no, they choose
5 seconds. They and
they are a brown ball on Sassuman. That's a player for the college crowd.
Obi or Honma was shaved at that. And
was a good person lady. Also wasted time.
And now the penalty abo. Into the one year winner, I saw cotton in time of being Zuniano. No better the boys. Obi Gabono. Yeah, Babet number 5. No, I said train free park. Yes, I'm a better do answer our 2 man.
It is 5 seconds. I was saying, yes, sir. You better throw the amount opponent. That's the new number 1 rule. Number 2,
goal kick. You want to say in the FIFA rules already next 6 seconds.
And now the 2 goal kick.
Or the ball bonus. But goalkeepers no almost 20 seconds.
Yeah.
See a rule is on 5 seconds.
Oh,
5 seconds. So 2 goal kick.
No,
yes.
1 2 within 5 seconds. What happens?
1 2 within 5 seconds. Corner.
Oh, David, that's what they are watching. I feel a match in Bonuka, maybe to Akomachi. I mean, to Akomachi.
By a corner, there is a problem.
More opponents near a corner kick.
Oh,
in the team, which made the corner shall go there.
We are watching
the
rules were just for the World Cup.
That were added.
Yes, new rules for the World Cup.
For the World Cup.
In the EPL MA implemented ways. And this is
the
3rd rule here.
Yes, for substitution. Say be a player. On the player be or as a son to me a yachia no touchline.
A papa.
See how 10 seconds.
10 seconds also free pack.
Na say je baby ani pa be prano. Na we dey see
in the
line no one.
But say be baby o mo ti say ni pa. Me fetch wrong.
I was off fetch the hoko. It's our 10 seconds. It is a 10 second one free pack. What happens?
One free pack so I card.
Obeje card.
Yes.
And I will play now all Birmingham so 1 minute. Yeah, here say player all Birmingham so be 1 minute. Like on also be train we actually for 1 minute.
For 1 minute, yes, true.
And Sana we team
Charlie.
Into now you share the fourth rule. The one me no you
third one.
We done 4 so far.
Baby, yeah, 1, 2, 3.
The fourth one.
Yes, into treatment. So be a
Wepra.
Yes, you no in 1 minute.
Oh, David. Na say chumu di ball echi na we mra ni mati bi da. Na player na all 1 9 hours sorry question.
E say no ye no better stretch aso de waba.
Na stretch am I say na o da ho. No 1 9. Na dey na mo so ye na chichichi. E say na bokra be tari dodo. Oh.
Na my ball na mechanical.
Very
out in 1 minute. Until you train 1 minute, so be stay off the field. Yes.
And you can be on the field for 1 minute. After 1 minute, you should be off.
No, almost players who are treated by the physio must stay off the field for 60 seconds.
Outside the, not within the next 60 seconds.
Say, and to me, and treat you.
Yes.
Oh, but that's
now with that you might when am I going to me?
But that's too much. Then I just say more best say coaches the strategy.
David.
Your player be after about 5 minutes. Who better more? Sorry,
that way true. I know what she do. Number Bini.
Hey. In the treatment of the
yes,
you have to be treated within 1 minute.
Yes.
Or there should be substitution.
Yes.
Oh, but that's too much. Next one here then.
Now because you we try here.
Players. On and saying players need to be biaba. Omo kasa no my.
Omo your man say
yes.
Oh.
Hey. Yes.
Privacy me mass strategy. Charlie for body fetch your man. Fetch your man.
But especially if you are with me I be unu be kasa.
Yes.
But with the opponent.
Against an opponent. Okay. Say racist winning. Omo ya no mo sakata.
I say you pay one a capture.
Anya say be more red card.
Red card.
Let you musudia na wakwati say
the opponent kasa now don sakata one. Red card straight.
Yes. E be a wo catch.
That me kasa nya maybe am see me ni am job ho fun say
what who are you say? Red card straight.
Red card. Wow. And a corner kick. See the next one is a corner kick VR be check it. On say be a je corner referee no to me
controversies wom. It is a VR be check corner kick.
Well, correctly in corner.
But well same there.
And it makes sense.
Yes, and so yellow card. Especially the second yellow card, the Dema red card.
Yeah, Dema red.
No? Also punishment near excessive.
Yes.
Into no, the Dema red card, the referee in the back of check, yeah, make sure.
It's a yellow card.
Correct, second yellow card.
Okay. Okay. I think that one too makes sense.
Yes, indeed.
That one too makes
the
sense.
New rules.
In the new rules 8 now, but for the FIFA World Cup.
7.
7. Okay, but that's. I think it's okay. Now. Atimias tell me out abuses no in the game because Charlie be more abusing your man.
Obi wa show last minute.
Now, and I'm hoping say after the World Cup, no, all the other associations no so be adopted. After World Cup, we need be adopted.
And Jianzu ye koto koni has on be adopted.
GF in the veteran.
You need the means. But so when you don't need money to implement it.
Oh, we had the MP. And I try to play. I was here.
Okay, but that's good. Those are the confirmed new rules for the World Cup 2026. At least Ebema World Cup no aye there. In the throw-in countdown, 5 seconds. Oh, she na say ye koma obi yellow card for Saudi. I mean, unim. Yes, I'm not we Ghana player back in a friendly match, no. Yes, we play back. Also now do the practice. Goal kick countdown also 5 seconds. Time limited for substitutions 10 seconds. And you almost say substituted players have 10 seconds to leave the field at the nearest point. If they fail to do so, the substitute cannot enter the field for at least 1 minute.
Well,
and the team must continue with 10 players.
No, I'm going like, in certain time, no. Really, there's 15 minutes.
Sure. In the at least, you see, players covering their mouth. Any player covering their mouth in a confrontational situation with an opponent may be sanctioned with a red card.
Achi Mosas 11 any half any half 11 yes share na me head o moje tu we can eno no
na omontimi apeke
this Champions League Benfica player and Real Madrid player Vinicius Junior the buy say omontimi resolve because evidence
but no even before that so omo ban o mama guy na some yellow cards. Yeah. I think these are very good rules. OSHA World Cup now, and mind you, sir, the World Cup will be starting from the 12th, right? 11th of this month. Next week Thursday. Now World Cup. Emrenini. Mo aya bounce some of us. Mo nkan ye ho ha. Ubetie commentary wa Asempa FM.
Adum.
Washa Adum TV. Matches ni be yi wo ho. Now so wetimi ahwe bi. Wan go US awunwu.
Yes, time zone. And then some research work be said Germany about 1.3 million workforce. From in Germany because of a World Cup or time zone. The words and it be at 2 a.m. 1 a.m. Yes.
In Ghana, how much is the time?
11
p.m.
And I do 11
between 11 and 1, depending on the game. By your first game near 11
p.m.
Yes, p.m.
Hey,
and I do 11. In the amount for sure we are the problem.
Yes, it's the Oma, yes, sir.
And I'm actually 1 a.m.
Yes, 1 a.m. Because our first game now, June 11, 7 p.m. June 12, the following day, 2 a.m. and 7 p.m.
2 a.m. Ghana time,
yes, and 7 p.m.
When the boys are confused, because buy no be call the pepe.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, the live commentary about Bremo on all our platforms. Asempa FM, the headquarters of Ghana Sports. All the other Adum brands, Adum FM, Adum TV, and English brands, Joy, all the Joy brands. Yeah, the live commentary about Bremo. Proper coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Kaiser 3 countries and a hosty, US of A, Mexico and Canada and a boom a hosty. To be a fantastic event.
Paul is also say time zone into American because you be brabus. Hey, then we should brace ourselves up because your commentators local ones no.
So much say Jumano say na dey.
It's so much say.
Say daytime no da na ahomache
na any you for yaboka o and I too want me to say ebobo glasses
no grass ata na bi mo ye Satan na bi mo ye adwuma no
where your football mo 24 hour wow football mo 24 hour economy that's interesting. Oman on the way just in the accused persons in the case, the Republic versus Bernard and Chibo Isiako and 2 others, called their 5th and last witness today. The witness was discharged from the witness box a while ago. That brought the entire trial to an end. The judge has scheduled July 3rd for judgment. In the way Chairman Wuntumi and the Republic, the case involving Samra Boy concession.
The final judgment.
Yes, judgment on July 3rd. July 3rd. Into 17 minutes ago, Yana Justice Remsai, Deputy Attorney General, update in Facebook or the way etuja. Into July 3rd, the court will decide on the Chairman Wuntumi's Samra Boy concession case in the Ebeshe Hawa Nioma ABC Ako Asempa FM so 39 minutes after 3. Wesa Obi, I'm listening to your conversation about government institutions. I walked to Afienya Mataheko branch of Ghana Water Company to pay my water bill, and to my surprise, the security man said the people have not been to work since Monday. Can you imagine? since Monday or Mumma Juma. Charlie, but be Juma for the people wonder so. But we pursue me better than a car. Project come.
Oh, no, Casa buy monomodi.
Oh, God. Obi, help me on these issues. Who defines human rights? Were these concepts developed primarily by specific groups from the Western world without adequately considering African perspectives and values? Some of these so-called human rights principles appear to conflict with our cultural traditions and social values as Africans, particularly as Ghanaians. Yet it is often our own people who defend and promote them, sometimes at the expense of our cultural identity. Gusty man, ewo brekum.
No, kasa baby o chira de kura na so no jams I mean muskuni. Jams omo draw a man naked ne omo ye na say akra spinters anum see ne de minimum sem pay for drenim. Spinters ghettos bebre wo honom ni sligo ghettos bebre wa sa la ya mekan. Kwa makacho say Lagos Street Friday, Saturday, every 12 o'clock, I'm surprised that I never can miss Lagos Street corner down Zano. Every 11, 12, 1 a.m. Car boot. Sometimes you are asking yourself, yeah, what a different zone and you know the impunity with which people just I could draw any pen your credit. You know, everywhere is compromise. Everywhere. They be able to make up pen with them na ko US na ko ta dia. Ya catch them say wedding fees. Me we heard them afra yi pa o say wedding. Say na US no. Say o mutimi trum say you assisting. I'm so capture me shame. So at it no Ukraine
that is a country. They are not losing their gas. They make sure say
kasa na de besi e chense mamu ma yen lose ye god mamu ma yen nyoma basa na yen kase o ahede they are no en ahede they are no en mamu yen sa I see ko work up here obi ejo na an nyame be nyame. That's not how God operates.
Yeah, it's true.
No, that's not how God operates.
George ni okaite Obi, what I need the youth to know is that the politicians we have in Ghana today, with the exception of Kennedy Ejapon, who I know very well and has been with him and seen what he thinks about Ghana. The rest do not care. And I'll repeat, they don't care about Ghana but their pockets. I pray that Ghanaians wake up to call for this man to become president of the country. I've driven him to a number of projects in America, and he wants to do same for Ghana. One of them is a sophisticated irrigation farming project in Indiana. The man has vision for Ghana, and he chokes on these ideas anytime he talks to me and others about it. We need to think about the future of Ghana. George Niokaite only believe they say Kennedy Japan is the only good politician.
My very, very good friend, me too chairman on Ediobinya Kwenya American former Ghana.
Yes.
But say me dey say no atenaka say. Why na ebet Ghana benyan so buy no. Also obetia fafom. Nipa na obe superintend over us no. Nipa na ebe na boafo na kasa. It's what I say. That is the challenge. It's a nanka se area Kennedy Japan also kwana. O yi nipa di or pam nipa or fahasia, but se nipa dodo na nya wona dwene say because he can have all the dreams which I know he has. But no money enwie pay you. You read your mama catch the frustration and maybe His Excellency. Catch your go to. You read another catch say they will go through and in your bed you obey who you cross without the consent. Without the amount for year. Mr. Pass out is raw. That is why now Boafua, Omunya, fair weather, sycophants, bootlickers. Well, a group of people to surround you there. And Ukwa worse off. Most of our leaders are feeling I had enough for one Cassandra Kujina, a nipa on the Ejuma.
It's true.
Yes, I mean,
John Mahama,
all these personalities
would have good ideas for the country,
customs. One of the officers are Yekosuboni with distinction. The late professor Mills with distinction. A Juma be or ye Juma IRS be or ye Juma bia me mercy. Oboni dia or sorry precope. They be at the papa for say this is one of the finest men. I'm telling you, because sa papa ya meka na sini ono ankasa kura no obi na ono okodi no wadi bi na so ono okoye twache na okotwa bi ana it is ono ema say obi is Professor Mills late the modern boy and so those who are closer to Nanado, those who are closer to President Kufuor, those who were closer to the late J. John Rawlings, those who are closer to the current president.
Yes.
You're asking yourselves, these fantastic people. At the end, I have a challenge. Power more. Now, what DC quite upon it to me, Kakra, whatever, the way. What DC na yapone to me, Kakra, what regional minister no quite upon a Kakrabia at the Amaquano. Would look at the oye. Director General, the oye. It is a because a workers and office look now. No, you my picture, Odia Boho. It's whatever decision that you are taking.
Yeah.
No one who say. So this is not taking the day of accountability. Do we show you know mind you so ubedi Ghana boni just say
it's true.
So obviously what I say
in the way there was this quote Anna Mesheshe, and the quote is a simple quote. Ekase, and this attributed to Barack Obama. Change will not come if we wait for some other person. In the many president be the amount. Or the change will not come if we wait for some other person, or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we see.
So the change, you know. As you see, a change about changes.
It won't allow change.
They say Ghana for the donor. Yeah, he said, man, be free.
Be free, a real baby.
Remember, don't know from nowhere, no, from Omotibiano without any magically, they can jump and go and live in Trasaco building at once. That's what most of the people are thinking. That's what most of the people are thinking. And I thank God says, back this year, series we also be people who we thought that they were just leftovers.
Yes.
Pick farm guy.
Yes.
Other people are almost from the scratch. In common Komodia, no more you are gathering them anytime soon for them to share their stories. Remember, Miss Ramo. Miss Ram Dr. Lawyer Chum Berry Makasa. Narcotics deputy kasa na menya akwanya ne sport youth and youth empowerment minister kasa republic kasa na meyam hihime
it's not cool
na meyam hihime obi
it's not cool
two things I'm sorry mama say ejection because so 25 committee 25
ejection
and the whole committee also be so win case land case say and say one sense obi. And also in Krano, I BBB San Tokawi.
I say a major problem in
San Tokawi that the papaya bed medication, ama is a him for education, ama a bad education. Papa is a lawyer, pay me call say,
Kwame Jan.
Yeah, one medication.
Professor Kwame Jan.
Something. One medication once I say one bushia way, a family way, a buy way. One medication. Will be some catch say you will be bia or mine. A cassia didn't credit a bit so. You'll be bia.
Nipana winning case there. Say once I was starting enforcement process there.
Because a son over come we know or before we know now before from Sabason so then a winning case.
Now the way about
that is nobody if you're watching me sit down for a boom down in a way. You are branch big gra also a winning down far or be here when winning when you know hey gra go sura
now one funny judgment
Professor said doctors now almost do coconut say the name court to Ghana and say kwai you want another family sura almost a winning case no it's a two fascists in Ghana wait to me go be a winning case Ghana court back no you so one farmer lawyer for no obi a no ma for memo ma betili ketikesi do no pa kwasas so na ko ye ne
oh my
na yen share mra kutia land gardism
oh say in the new land act so we ohene and asase ya wo dia na wo toma nipa more than one emra na chi wo
oh minia mukasa o
aden
no me che wo da ka lawyer for the dia say emra ni e di nya wo hwe
oh new land act
mini problem no be addition o dia ma mo emra mu bi ni but you are asking yourself say no kurenie sa nyoma wo keka keken say no kurenie sa nyoma keka say effective
yes
ana edi juma na bi anya selectivity obi na visa ga ye duru anu si debi oda na o ma medication me ba ya
o ton wasa asema nipa bienu me ma ho a kire o pa
media obetimi dia
Newland Act but am for in taking for on sometimes we are queers into nipa na
obi ba eba take on dia say na mo say you free gene yina da no ka je say me nko PRC no be justification na me obi process me many bra me no ka say me TV bo na press
oh no that be quarrel
kumi
oh na ya janto o de friend na ya janto a
ye wo eva
o say
ye wo eva ne we
anya Ghana ne we
ana eva ne ti
Asempa FM
opa ma me shi case na sin ne ye beto aba we 2028 na egusu fine graph no kwa mfa so obi
that be PRC they are that effective e ba san yo man ho dia no it's true
me judi e di me sha say dia ko na who there
once how you convince e can ya dundum na ma ne oh ambe
na no kwa kama me shi me say mo ba establish a say na me dia pa dia pa na me e ba me no e say me bob say na no bi do so kakanintino me na ni bosi because papa na ekotenti ama e bob na ni but
bob na papa ni bi de
ya de tu fi you know because we dey obu say the right question because papa bi fi na me hwe e bob nkito na e bob na me ba fi na me hwe
o de no
me de no I'm so wow ona ni queen Papa who me say hey bra Virginia
yes
that the way a man for see feel wo hopa oni obi no na me say oh sir ave bi busa say oh aduani ru ajimenya aduani dey Asempa it's always good say who am anonia now tie pa dia obanko dia I understand say former MPP France chairman so that's France chairman so oba
you call Paris
you call Paris ono be try no ono ha ono be try James oba
no that's your chairman
say o say ono so o jai o say o yi I don't about town you man akwa ba o so nya ho abechai na bro cheti say
you know man
bibi e kama
we are there come on the system works.
The system works.
Oh yes. But when you pass me shower ne.
Sir.
When mummy you time buy. Me it kind madam mummy you say.
Yeah.
See, all jokes aside, you know be no inspiration you draw from your daily encounter with.
Yes.
Mike no crowd no. Nipa wo tie no. You may not know. But me sure say more aware. Go for can. But I'm telling you, say, be wow, omuko to dream more. Say na mo kan wo mo kai mo empire bomb. And then I was honored for the very first time in my life. Say, nipa ba ko na ma twa say mission once.
Yeah.
Mission
okay.
And I call him my chairman general.
Oh, Sefa guys. Oh, wow. We say Sefa na we bon dia kalama ko because all has. Oh, there. Me obviously no Texas here.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah.
That is the supremo. The chairman of chairmen.
Wow.
But
wow, that's nice.
Question to Mumi, no. The kind
I feel competent. I feel
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
So Mao, everyone says same see. Na me Mao, only machete.
Yes.
In Grante.
Aye. Say for Saturday na one kasa feature on
sir.
Lawyer, so question I'm telling you.
That's a question say you no. There's no right or wrong answer. That's right. But what's the basis of the question?
Lawyer. Say bia ya kasma to ho emrani ni. We say ya, say na wo say wo ye. Na wa ya de kro. Na wo say wo ye sa. Aha. Ye nya yitu mu. Na wo ji wo de say won ye. But bibi na ma wo ye.
Yes.
Whatever reason, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
It was a ucha.
It's difficult, and and that's why you don't have to be a judge in your own cause. And even in laws, no, and that's why in natural justice principles, no, you don't have to be a judge in your own cause because you nimsi ye nipa, and nuntina say oye bone. Na ye investigate bone na enya when I was say why you investigate one. And then you cannot enforce the law against yourself. But mostly in himself human sentiment and that's why that natural justice principle by say you don't become a judge in your own cause. And there was say wow why boneno. There was so before from enforce boneno on you.
Okay.
No, it becomes easier. And yes, your sentiment will come to play.
That's what I say. One kasanga we independent Ebiana it also be the come out.
Yes.
Okay. Sadia, see, we are a bunch of, and I agree with Oman 100%. We are a bunch of disrespectful and lawless people. You muade. And yemi patras on American, me just say,
you need so
indiscipline.
Extremely.
And say police ni between the civilian. It may give in some no. And I say, Ebia Obeko Obi office. Now, Sena we see a fan hono. A human saying yes, sir. But obey. Okay. Now I'm paying for any citizenry. So rather why I say you boot
who apply no.
Omode woman yet. And they expect say citizenry no.
Are you getting the drift? Emra wo hompan phone so. But mo hwe say oman phone be so.
To me no so every the people. Ene yema okay. Iti minim ne ntia so metna
akonya so.
Na just say nsem na kwa bibie ho. And am study who say correct me if I'm wrong. Nancy amanfo kusuamra no se na be ya gaps na wo mu no.
Omo take advantage. And the lawyer no be seen the pepper. What's the buzz? Lawyer, the hold on the bench roses here.
I feel say we the people no.
Yes.
I will say a dream last man be for UK eba habeka say ufum rana that's why you say sorry by paying so and he's say you also sure. I will say yen nipa na yete o man no. Yet we sue system no. Sue in penifo na omo money but our court system no Mr. Remeka senka yet to me as independent as they're supposed to be. Let's look at ourselves. Omo to me so mu because you know what was no one said is okona ka say bia oka ato portal mo I say bibi
you can see the
local them out. And that's why they also you see speed no 70. The last me call
and those who beat and so system because the system checks itself in this I want to check why
any strange
by the
system checks what's in you know so
in the system doesn't check itself papa but I think rules so McQuine say you can sue the state in a civil way. What the law says, there's a opposite will sue state, and you have to give the Attorney General, I think, 30 days notice ahead. And sign our file or action. Now, age and respond. But you can see.
Me some up a man. The all can you presentation. No, Yankasa, in the challenge that we are going through. Effectively applying what we are supposed to apply.
We don't do it.
We don't do it. Sabi wo ba shembra o mrase we see enye ABCD wa o shembra zi entwa light who try red light mu na me try red light mu dey over. That's where the selectivity in terms of the justice system the bem na they can say enye fair no because obi a obetu kwan bia asem nyame wadon obetu kwa akọ am outside this country bia no hu nyoma differently.
Obanso for the first 1 week now.
Oh, that's what him that. Ehwehwe ni mba ni. Abedi be say what kind myself. What we the marry ho agaza. Ensure crab me entom awiem bi. Ensure standards authority for aka any FDA for ensure e ton wa awiem drinks esisi awiem ya ka me buy first 1 week me nia. E obi craft na me hu. Me say wa ka echi na wo dress kwa Sunday na akwa awiem di yo say. Na go ba na me. Ya ko tena ko zuku kra ba na wo de wo. Ugo twam gege. Abedi 1 week no. But once them call a very
and what's little who took right now about there? I mean, reintegrating into the city and easy, sir. And that's why, because most of our leaders, no, say on Tina Broche Crown school, o frequency abrochiri eba bebre na akwo wo mama e wo ho ene ade. We know the things that work.
We know.
I don't know if there is a spiritual system be against we doing the right. I don't know.
That's where that's what mama tia no mo bezo meti no. Bibia e de ko hye honhom. Bibia e de ko hye.
I
don't understand. Also o ka say dem dey befa for.
Obi akọ adwuma. Adwuma go and kwanako yi adwuma. I feel like bomb pay with you. Any wedi. First time, second time, third time. Oh, that's what you said. You know.
What was it?
Oh, that's it. Okay. I feel say democracy no. And shada in my answer.
And
we are not ripe for it.
No. You be do require yes say ya. Oh, that's it because one share Ibini say a whole Ghana Water Company office in a critical area say Mataheko. Say Mataheko anai alajo. Bon area ho nipa foforo akotena wo mo asisi dan wo say from Monday office will be amejuma.
Ghana Water.
Message ne ba ya me kan.
Ghana Water.
Ghana Water. Nipa so call ho no security man ne ka chen say the whole week omo ma ejuma. And you're like, what is this? But Sunday pani be tuya ne cabo so me.
Say fire.
Fire. To obi sa no o ma ne kwotena fie because Ghana no pe adwuma.
Yeah.
Oba presenting ne ho te say onyenye adwuma ne wie say
but say munim dey enti fire no.
Adan.
We do adaro mo. No ni ma de kontia. Yeah, party ni ba pa na we. Yeah, the party ni ba pa wa no.
Why campaign?
It do quite a from an na dey o den na o ka wa ri. The party ba na we. But seriously speaking, if we really want to develop,
yes.
If we want to create a system where welfare will be paramount, where systems are workers a year will be effectively working out.
Yes.
We need to start deliberately doing these things. Because we akukudro kro enne motorbike cycles ne pragia for any child red light. And you'll be asem. And you'll be asem.
There will be policemen standing there at the traffic light. I simply can't believe.
No, why we just who decided about we dey be that me no be that because I have one kasa me no experience. La bond here ya say la polyclinic ni me ya. Ka ayam a load abusu ana obi me ni nyina ye stop kindness driver wadaroma. What kaya wa fe ever no man brosua tetaso passenger dey yini ko for so say the super glue as baby
mo pe kasa do
other assessors no
even imagine no we na police need
jina ho anya say police need at that time no ko no so o no hu ye to no ko na o back door no ana e pia on say oh me no say so dey I don't aboy na so ana dey say dey ko tufu ko na e ko e ko tufu driver no kwa no wabutu o why car na maame ba ko ayi ni tie free back seat ho o say the super glue so mun ko na mo so kra mo kasa do
indeed we are co-authors in our misfortune in the neoma na entuto ye no omanfo na nso kan we are yempe. Okay, and again, Oman, because there is so much poverty in our system.
Yeah, it could be so.
Emma, Nipanikura need a self-confidence, calling comfort to order. You know, we are creators with Neoma, I cost on a chale. I did the other camp, I won't go say a guy in Tiandia. Now, and yes, sir, Uncle Man. What the Hansonic and Nimhono, or Bionim Hansonic and Nimo Bianco Fahonon. It's unbelievable. But idea, I want for years.
Why about this?
Oh. So unim Hansonic get down Suman Junction on. I want the AK. Terrible. Terrible.
Da kuma na sana me free.
And you free da kuma na eba. Terrible. You know. It's not cool. It's not cool.
And we need you all say no. I mean finally. So who contractor?
Where Hansonic and say na what you every day.
That's what they.
E kwan no so afa nso nya peteke to abi ase ya.
Na kura obi ti wheelchair mo no fix the kwan no man.
Oye pothole.
O fill potholes. O ti wheelchair mo no afa block, no afa mo hama. O ti wheelchair mo obi etwam koba.
Enti unse agbesi no chu Oka Ghana Water Board now. It was sending me a message, I mean, for information and send them.
Where do I practice? So no a kid.
Media send no a kid. Afianya Mateko branch of Ghana Water Company. Also, on Okotia water bills in Pool. Nipana Finifia so Okotia water bills. Odru security in catch since Monday or Momejuma.
Obi Sukasa, you could hear me Takakra, ECG, and Yanasem. Sukasa. Oh, I dance in one. Where the man question. Where the Kosuka Obi, ECG matters. Oh, they know one better than
Sika for the Ghana water and I say ECG.
What was the holiday? Oh, Jenny. No.
Also, the Cassava. Yet a certain amount.
Yes.
Minim say, and yes, I say, and about Metia.
Yes.
For the Nebremi.
And now for the meter. Okay.
3 months and son about. Maybe 3 years or so. Oh, young share say. Oh, I didn't know. Ba, or say.
I do know. Besi mini papa. You don't ECG. ECG for the whole Besi ECG for Obi and Daminia.
Sikano Utiama Hwai. Nipanama receipt.
Receipt.
It won't try my ECG. ECG. Individual.
No problem.
Utriati receipt.
Shop no.
Yes.
Yes. And also me and also no. Na market for no see
okay.
So what the Bama no? Almost a day be. Officer catch me say, Papa, on no install lay. Meters are all in Ama or mono. Any into call cry, but as one say, it's a papa number way. And I'm a G. No.
And it's up upon the Jews cano.
Yes.
No near young for ECG. I then time a cohonum, an engineer or retirement, Simpson or something, because you who receipt or assign or more. Oh, the alcohol, yes, because the child also a very joke and did it. Make call Momo assign contractor for me. Yes. Mother, you call us a brain of crime, see a friend of mine in the community. Mino, Nami. I will ready to go. Missy, the memory bomb, Mr. Mebana, because no, Busa, what am I ECG?
Oh my no yes. Yeah, that's a pa. Inti Obasia konanse man I be check akra.
More couple of weeks more.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Virginia. Yes. Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe.
Oh, James Kwabena Bonfe. Sure.
This morning. Very wonderful man.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Mr. Eduasare.
Kujo Eduasare. Yes.
Vampire Bonne say. Yame.
Sure, Amano. Yes.
Now, if there's a contact here,
yes,
you know, some small because I didn't know so what you say.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Maybe a HM.
Yeah. The number.
But him say your school, no. Now your class prefect.
Yes.
Your no paper.
Blackboard. So.
And a cupboard.
Cupboard prefect.
Me name said no paper board. So now. Or bomb power class and I said I don't know. But the month of October.
Yes.
Oh now can I say day?
The best man legends are born in October.
Now Obi. Maybe 31st.
Yes. 31st October.
Yes.
Oh wow.
It's me cupboard boy and I
October ni bi anya cupboard boy. October ni bi am paper blackboard. So legends are born in October. You know your October there you are the head and not the tail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me show no.
I mean show. Oh kwa no nyame nko. Why? That's papa. Fantastic. Ekosiisen so ha Asempa FM. Me here some segment here dey ebrem no. Ma memfa we mu entwem tew na afei yentoa so ye discussion segment be bremo afterward ye benya the National Communications Officer hopeful for the NDC and they ono ye Ashanti Regional Communications Officer and osan CEO ewo SIF Abbas Nuruddin Esquire eba be kan ye hu studio asanso and MP for Achimda constituency as eba be kan ye hu ewo studio ha but electoral and some infanto Ghana fo nyina enim World Cup eba in the year Electroland Ghana Soccer Promotion. Electroland Ghana Soccer Promotion. It's officially on with massive discounts, amazing freebies, big winning opportunities near Dema Ghana for you. This World Cup season, bring the stadium right into your living room with Samsung stunning smart TVs. TCL and Suo TVs nibi Nasco will be starting from just 699 Ghana cedis. Amazing stuff. Feel every goal, every save, every celebration in crystal clear picture quality, like you are live in the stadium. And that's not all. You can upgrade your home with incredible deals on air conditioners, air fryers, microwaves, air coolers, refrigerators, chest freezers, washing machines, blenders, water dispensers, just a small kitchen appliance. Yeah, Tonyoma Bibre, Ayatiti Buan, so papa. Brand Akesie, Samsung, TCL, Media, and Nasco. If you are planning watch parties with family and friends, then this is the perfect time to shop and save big with Electroland Ghana. Plus, every purchase gives you the chance to enter our exciting Achadi Ekosiisen raffle for even bigger rewards. Visit all Electroland Ghana showrooms nationwide and authorized dealer shops across Ghana today. Call them on 0503 159 739, 0503 159 739, or 0502 989 894. Now, only one into me in the encomo. Visit us. electrolandgh.com. Electroland Ghana, bringing the stadium home. Enti a World Cup ne die yani Electroland ena airshare boom. Don't be left out. Join this amazing promotion and win big. It's not late to book a ticket, get a visa to the World Cup. Engage. World Cup ne shall next week Thursday. But engage. If you still want to go, there's an opportunity for you. AH Africom Travel and Tours. AH Africom Travel and Tours. And the Ghana phone na airco US of A, Mexico and Canada. Your packages are hoodwo mienu. Na standard package no eni. Ye mount round trip international flight our travel insurance account. Match tickets for all the 3 group games at Ghana ebebo. Ye mount comfortable shared accommodation. That's for the standard package. VIP package, ye mount single occupancy VIP room. Enna ye mount visa assistance. Guided sightseeing across all the host cities. Daily lunch and dinner. Ground transportation to all match venues. Packages ni buoni. So a standard package now ubetuya $9,300. VIP package now $14,000. Enjoy a seamless, all-inclusive football experience with fellow fans, no stress, just pure excitement. Fre AH Travel and Tour, AH Africom Travel and Tour, 0596 374618. Mrs. Subiu, 0596 374618. And here was 0507 344211. 0507 344211. Your office ewo Agostino Neto Street and our airport residential area opposite the diplomatic shop. There are limited slots available. Let me patch off from here now in common. AH Africom Travel and Tours, your trusted partner for unforgettable journeys. Amazing stuff. In Timoma Yenshenenso. And a New Crystal Hospital. New Crystal Hospital. Omu di Jumason Ankasa ewo Ghana ha. Na Juma New Crystal AD. A omosiyama Ghana fo nyina ente enie. Mesre se ubeyi wasum na watie weye edia because ebia na ubenya mwa stronko ene de free mu. Enne se wo pe specialist care. Chese hospital a wo kwa ye ma specialist care. Enshada nurse wo man yi mu. na New Crystal Hospital say we a member of the general public and I say we are omo client dada omo boderu na tienie omo comprehensive specialist services ewo omo branches miensa medical mall Tema branch and a Michelle Camp branch Oko medical mall na opposite Kofor Lorry station ewo Ashaiman omo specialist services omo ye wo ho no obstetrics and gynecology omo eye clinic specialist ewo ho pediatrics omo ye specialist wo ho skin clinic into skin clinic dermatologist and I dermatologist yeah and omo urology into ye bema obema mu wo problem a uhia urologist omo ye bi ewo ho omo ye general surgery omo physician specialist ewo ho audiology services and omo ENT and never be na am fan serious ear nose and throat e wo say wo mu a wo check sa neoma no omo ENT service and omo dental services so ewo medical mall branch Okotema community aid branch and so a eno ye opposite St. Joseph the Worker Catholic Church e ho so omo ye obstetrics and gynecology omo medical aesthetics omo ye pediatrics skin clinic ho ENT physician specialist urology dialysis physiotherapy endoscopy and a dental ewo tema community aid Oko Michelle Camp branch na 100 meters away from the Michelle Camp military gate e ho de omo ye obstetrics gynecology every Wednesday specialist neba eba behwe sa nioma ni nyina ewo ho me patch of frɛ won ne bookie 0544 347239 0544 347239 and our number back on 0800 180 260 frɛ na won won into me enkasa ehia papa in the message on our channel so ede amame there is this good news and so a special promotion HM Estate omo single rooms chamber and hall and a 2-bedroom apartment e Achimota mile 7 Achimota mile 7 e kromo e ho bia wie eni akire ba bia Achimota mile 7 2-bedroom apartment chamber and hall and a single room ye ton e de anya rent o ton aba be ye wa wodia mile 7 asem na making that single room na wo rent no every month utua rent no sa single room betra ye wa wodia wuntua rent emfa ma obi bio e betra ye wa wodia. The best part is this HM Estate boawo na utodan ni wi a ubetimi asan ate woka because omo cash back investment bia eno nso omo eye enti ubetodan na umpese bia me amekwa akotenem omo kwan ombe ya ma wo a ubetimi ate wo kankakra ewe dan na wa wato no eso. It's amazing. Fre HM CCR 0573 999 999 0573 999 999 and a 0545 703 364 0545 703 364. In the rent a wutia was our single room no. How about paying that rent no na wo de todan ubetua rent na for some time na dan na ba be ye wo dia HM Evolution Service HM Estate ediaba eno no ye ton single rooms chamber and hall and a 2-bedroom apartment ni nyina wo Achimota mile 7 tienie Achimota mile 7 me pamocha pa ene ope insecticide spray eye papa Ghana fo nyina agi atom saso spray enye saso spray no we asan mosquito coil e de aka ho coil no esoso nye de hintem no obeso ebesi so 3 days na enwie because 165 grams brutal men Canada ye saso spray no so 750 ml and a 300 ml de nyina ewo de esonko saso spray ho ne se Esan eja this fresh clean lemon scent ewe chire. Enye sa mosquito spray na spray untimi na demo. Na kata echo by force dabi. Saso spray ente na ma wo dem kra yehwam more. In the spray we kra wo mpese wo bepie. Ekoye papa menka ena da wo de biarada. Shanenso. Sa wo kwa koto insecticide spray amenka sa meto insecticide spray. Kasa meto saso. Saso. Ekum entontom preko. Enye entontom nko all other flies and crawling insect. Ebe kum wo nyina. Saso spray. A brutal Samara Company Limited Nediaba FDA Agiatum Frewon 0246 864 798 na only one enkasa syntax tanking so say yemfantum anim o pe tank awudi nsuo begum wa Ghana ha na a syntax tank menhwe tank bia a syntax tank ho identity ka say a strong and a science tough omo bo adwuma pa menka na dauda in the bomarding sa wo tank wo fie no kwana kwhwe sa wo hwe tank na enye de achichide sign na eda so no bia enye papa tu na fa tu baby na koto syntax tank efa besi fie wo office syntax tank free 0244 335 168 baby awo Ghana he bia ebe bre obi ye wo agent a omo e distribute in baby awo bia ebe so tank na e de abrel 0244 335 168 na bibia ntimi nkoye emfa ema monsha nenso ma mena ne me hona menye wei emra me ba achimda MP abekansa ewa hadada na wabekansa idie ye ne no ebedi enkomo papa osan so ye parliamentarian of free parliament na enam ene yesi parliament hall no ye the international conference in the parliamentarians to me antenase ye ne bedi ho enkomo asemo a ehia papa latest form so say enye mattress bia na ye da so mattress bebre o Ghana ha na enye papa nioma ye de ye nya nioma papa o da so a da ye bone nko na wo beso mattress ye papa o Ghana ha ne latest form because latest form no one Ghana for over 60 years and omo ye mattress omo experience ye mattress papa ubetimi adaso me pa chew oh you're a responsible citizen invest in a safe durable and a certified mattress mento mattress bia keke woda so wuntimi na ye uba adwuma mu a na woda we adwuma mpoto enya de a eye papa in the Bowura latest form branch bia ne kokoto mattress papa ewo latest form your number is 0302 231155 o akra ha number obe friend no 0302 231155 o Kumasi so afre 0322 029365 na uni enkasa okoye website information nyina ewo ho latextfoamghana.com ye mattress papa obeto mattress edin ye ba kope later omo maka nyina no enkoye latest foam ho asem ene ye kan do not settle for less go for quality buy latest foam or else you do yourself latest foam your partner for life snitch for say ene omo ton luxury apartment enya apartment bia keketie de make any a luxury apartment wo premium location wa Accra prime location wa Accra imagine say when your apartment and as a townhouse wo cantonment in wo cantonment as snit wo Edinkra Heights wo cantonment ubetima tobi enna Sakomono so ye wo Eagles Place enna Royal Tivoli wo Sakomono Kama. There was spacious 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedroom units across these selected communities. Cantonment and a Sakomono and a Klagon. Klagon is your Meridian Gardens, our Klagon. Please. We know your amount of comfort, your amount of style, your amount of value backed by a trusted institution, SNIT. Our units are selling now. Ye ton in the bomadi in the pebito ene in here na afi na me o koto asase na koto iron rod na manfo wiya bi o to cement ni ewia epono ebe kwa koto ama enye papa ene the snit SCC adan da luxury apartment quality okofia finishing ese wani ense wo katre in the Fresnet sales office is here 0244 593 276 0244 593 276 Ubo Rasnet sales office your set floor Rich Tower ewo Accra na oni won akodi enkomo Ekosiisen suni in the year dani ho aba ye ba ye de enkomo no ehye so mamema honorable Akwaba na afemi nkomra the honorable Akwesi Akwa or your MP Achimda constituency. Let me say a big good afternoon to Apostle Amishadai Aqua. Apostle Amishadai Aqua. Apostle brutal. Now I say hello Obi, you know I pray for you always. Apostle, I know, and I don't take your prayer and your support lightly. We are indeed grateful. Many Ekosiisen team we are super grateful to you. Apostle Amishadai Aqua, or an apostle of the Church of Pentecost. Brutal in Canada. Apostle Amishadai. Wajidi papa. Apostle yada senyami sha na onkoso enya wokese. Na oko Switzerland ono ye national head. Ye ka Pentecost ya so be a national head or a big man. In Canada, Apostle Yachiao, Yami Inshaw. Honorable Aquaba, that's saying, Koye.
Ya catch up Apostle on Kai Empire moving so. Say the out to the Yami, Empire. I saw Booby Mayen. Booby Mayen, but here reinforcements.
Yeah, Empire body here. Bible Gracia Empire,
yeah,
and body, and the Apostle Ready or Chamia. Only Asempa no na wasumua and we dey obompire na mabobi
no say dey to many me pie we ya
16th May now
16th May 2 weeks ago. The last time I saw him was last 2 weeks at Mebaha. No de Mebaha drive Mebaha no Jahwa ko the Saturday no we na ti
na me fa the crazy my na watch no
there be a no ebrada ebe Kofi Maxwell Kofi nti
okay
na
Achimda okay that's fine yeah we host I mean so me fa we so entwem the Church of Pentecost Ekuapem Mampong district Madam Fo Prekope and a district pastor Pastor George Osei Esiedu na district pastor the Mampong Ekuapem district of the Church of Pentecost Youth Ministry what district Youth and Useful Summit theme near unleashed for exploit with the word and excellent spirit from the 5th to the 6th of June in Ifiade day enemy yana summit baso Anakazo campus Mampong Ekuapem enti dwumadie anya dwumadie ketwa in the Pastor George Osei and the yere sofo maame Rosalind Osei Esiedu and a dwumadie si 19 so area head Apostle Mike Etru Metreko Fridia area head baby and in Akasa for Bebre yours truly men so me kan we be kasa wo ho na watwi awie entimunsha nenso and Akazo campus 5th and 6th June and a summit here called Youth and Useful Summit Church of Pentecost Mampong Ekuapem district the kama nti wo ben Anakazo campus wa mo Ekuapem tutu Mampong manfe ni ade nyina mo nyina mo betimi aba na maba ababa betie bi a glorious 89th birthday to our grandmother Victoria Ofusu aka Mama Vic. Grow in grace and health with love from your grandchildren Chairman Fred Ofosu and the rest of the family. They say they love you, Grandma. #Ekosiisen, Alex Martinson, and Ediwe Abba. Ma yentie we emra yeba ye discussion segment no air to us. So Lawyer Abbas Nuruddin will join us. Na afe yetumi edi enkomo. Asempa FM so enie. Yeba sisia me pacho twen yentie we emra.
Sasabo, Sasso, come tonton preco. Sasso, come tonton preco. E grana coming every session. Yeah, how can see all in malaria? Minyame phone and miss a so spray. Every mosquito study run away. Tonton preco. Sasso, come tonton preco. Sasso, kum tonton preco. Nani sham ne die edem stronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
Ayampo, say a quantum wisdom. Ye can you nim na one could be a na years artism. And Oma Bebre, Nagana addition, Nemu won't performance. The Otia when you beji, and it your rubber.
The cry, yes, slow at all a year 20 inches. 3 days yet to be where a crow.
NNT Tiabrochenko Komo, Aqua Mankwa, Akuntejo, Edinburgh Asempa 94.7 FM so.
It remember that I say you no woman on ne. You almost see a kakra. You almost won Yes, yatie. Yenina transia. Nia kabum.
Memory debia a bonusia a pemusea. Ekosina watch a change ye hu ewo abrochi said the yakuhu any the abedrufie the yehu near hers the ye near the aba the enyano enu kwase ye.
Say na just say abrochi nkomo na dimu tintim pa.
Ye bere no ma hodoa e won performance so ye betimi dia boa Ghana. Amna fa ne to ma pefra. O man yimpuntu na ha bot sign passport won sensem. Ni nyina ye de bro e wo abrochi nkomo dwumadie yi mu. Ye besa so mo akwanya no a kire wadwen.
Robert David because of Germany. Kobe. Okay, yeah, Amsterdam. Concept no was for about Jeff where we were man and then we Asempa no dia no mu tipi no mu kura na so program no mu aso project no e nwanwa.
Shenison say me me de bia 6 p.m. Boganie abrochi komoni.
Africa Queen Deep pepper perco. Inti sa wo to mackerel aye waduane a na wato Africa Queen mackerel na wacha no mu keke no pankwa
Ensema wudwa esi nyina emu akase a ewosa wuti biara Asempa yetia ena wobetino Asempa yetia eye kasebo a ye de bro ewo Asempa FM enwere no nsia empire mu 6:30 sharp ensema wudwa esisi ye hu ye ni nyina ye de bro Asempa yetia eye straight to the point essence Asempa yetia.
Hello, Medindi Wakatri. Na me was antisa manfwa what you say.
Ma hi, your friend me Pamela. Mr. Mami mobile app details na yen fan twa to me bio.
Ana me crofwa was to say me frefi.
Hello, customer experience. You're blocking my account, Mr. Mami pin number na me unblock you.
Ebenum dia ho pepre to me feed imo.
Mr. Click the link what text message I send one se siara. Na ya upgrade won ko yen ATM services for fraud so.
Na wona manage won ho pa ne wona wo click kane ansa na wo dwene ho. Can no cray like play won't crow bit me at sales and fidimu bo hu bai kai say Ecobank in free and I send wo email and I message in misao pin OTP bank card and I Ghana card wasem da ma winning now Ecobank the Pan-African Bank.
World Cup fever no abo na Electroland Ghana Limited at the stadium nije ne bawfi we dey ya tete nyama ni nyina so ye pese hu go bia pefe na wetimi abwaje won so asa wuti stadium hobby and enti ne bro discounts e was Samsung TCL and Nasco smart TVs ni na ma match day bia nya we nije da na beji ye powerful air conditioners and ye coolers ye top and bottom mount chest and display fridges no gas cookers wo ho washing machines microwaves and ye small kitchen appliances in your keka hunyina. When the football promotion is so power fimu. Kan huna kwa ye showroom. Any anamo sifa wamu Ghana fan enyina. Ana friend was 050-315-9738. Ubetimiswa ko www.electrolandgh.com. Electroland. Ye di stadium no bawfi.
Asempa yetia. Obanyansa fusu obunje wankana asempa.
The National Pensions Regulatory Authority, NPRA, is the regulatory body of the pensions industry in Ghana, ensuring the compliance of the 3-tier pension scheme, being the mandatory basic national social security scheme, first tier, managed by SNIT, a mandatory fully funded and privately managed occupational pension scheme, second tier, and a voluntary fully funded and privately managed provident fund and personal pension scheme. Employer enforcement has been beefed up, and therefore we are entreating all employers to enroll their workers onto the first and second tier mandatory schemes and pay their contributions. Failure to do so will result in prosecution. NPRA, ensuring retirement income security.
Did you know that Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally? That is why this June, Joy Business and the Super Morning Show, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, bring you the Joy Agribusiness Month 2026 under the theme, From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. Week 1 focuses on government policy, trade and financing for food sovereignty. Week 2 explores research, innovation, mechanization. Week 3 examines infrastructure, value addition, youth participation and agricultural financing, while Week 4 highlights opportunities across key horticulture value chains. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM and Joy News.
Nti sa wo to mackerel aye weduane a na wato Africa Queen mackerel na wechawe no mu keke no pankwa.
When I wake up in the morning I brush my teeth.
Oh Fabia, na what you will say na wo did no?
Mom patro sa toothpaste na da de buy no. Se me di chichi mesia na me num hwehwe me na me bosof no me.
We nya excuse. Abofra de. Wo sorry anopa. E wo se wo tiri wo say. Asa no we didi. Now, also, Ediana Yanisre, what you true say?
Yes, ma'am. Medical Kids toothpaste now, or the buy and run, and a tree missing.
Why are dear? Cal Kids toothpaste, dear. Yeah, mamma, fat is someone when the infirm you know, opimum fiancia.
Name the dead, that's a strawberry. Now be some dimple.
There be any a toothpaste, and yet toffee, why? Yes, say the Cal Kids toothpaste, the mamma fra with the infirm you know, opimum fiancia, dear to tree one say. Every say, a boy a seer in one bottle. Ana ashie e pamumwa wa e hase ne mana hoden mapa me bomode se medical kids toothpaste be ma me metwitri wo mo se abribia Kel Kids toothpaste e ma mo frasi twitri ye ni jese
Kel happy smile.
Ensema wudwa esi nyina emu akasi a wosa wuti biara Asempa yetia na wobetino Asempa yetia eye kasebo a ye de bro e wo Asempa FM enwere no nsia empire mu 6:30 sharp ensema wudwa esisi ye hu ye ni nyina ye de bro Asempa yetia eye straight to the point essence Asempa yetia.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
AH Africom Travel and Tours is calling you for an unforgettable 2026 FIFA World Cup experience in Canada, USA, and Mexico. Come travel, share, and explore together in style. Package includes round-trip international flights, travel insurance, match tickets to all 3 Ghana games, comfortable shared accommodation, and single occupancy for the VIPs. Visa assistance, guided sightseeing across all host cities, daily breakfast and dinner. Ground transportation to all match venues. Standard package $9,300, VIP package $14,000. There is also a fly now, pay later package for corporate entities. Enjoy a seamless, all-inclusive football experience with fellow fans. No stress, just pure excitement. Contact AH Africom Travel and Tours on 059-6374-618 or 050-7344-211 or visit our office at GA-084-3114 Agostino Neto Street, Airport Residential Area opposite the Diplomatic Shop, Accra. Limited slots available. Book now to secure your place. AH Africom Travel and Tours, your trusted partner for unforgettable journeys.
If you want quality, this be where you belong. Syntax, pay it off, very strong. Oh, gonna shout and sing the song. When the sun they hot, Syntax no break when the rain they fall. Still no shake. Builders they choose and plumbers they prove. And many project you they start.
Hello, made in the Wagadri. Na me was antisa manfwa what you say.
My hi, your friend me Pamela. Mr. Mami mobile app details na yen fan travel to me bio.
Ana me Crawford was to say me free.
Hello, customer experience. You're blocking my account, Mr. Mami pin number na me unblock you.
Ebenum dia ho pray to me feed imo.
Mr. Click the link what text message I send you no say Ciara. Na ya upgrade won ko yen ATM services for fraud no so.
Na wona manage won ho pa ne wona wo click kane ansa na wo dwene ho. Can't no cray, like play. Won't crow bit me out of sales and fidimo. Bo who buy, Kai say EcoBank ain't free, and I ain't send you email, and I message in Miss our PIN, OTP, bank card, and I Ghana card was sem da. Ma winning now, EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
Ayampo, say a quantum wisdom. Ye can you him na one kubia, na yells artism, and Oma Bebri, Nagana edition, Nemu won conformance, the Otia when you beji, and it your rubber who.
The cry, yes, slow at all a year 20 inches. 3 days yet to be where a grow.
NNT Tiabrochenko mo akwa mankwa akuntejo Edinburgh Asempa 94.7 FM so
Idru me nda na se enua no mo ama no ne Yo mosua kakra Yo musu ehunu Ye nsu yatie Ye nyina etrasia Ni aka bom
Memory da bia e bonosia e pemu se ya ekosi na wotwe twendwere ye ho e wo abrochire se de yakohu ene de abeduru fie de yehu ne yehwes de ye ne de aba de enye no eni kwan se ye
ze na je se abrochire nkomo na dimu tintim pa
ye bere no ma hodo a e won kofo aman so a ye betimi de aboa Ghana amna fa ne to ma pefra o man yimpuntu na ha bot san passport won sensem ni nyina ye de bro e wo abrochire nkomo dwumadie yi mu ye besa so mo akwanya no a kire wadwen
Robert David make us free Germany Kobe yeah Amsterdam concept no what for about chefu e wo mo wa mana ne nemu wo mo atama na no dia na wo mo tipie wo mo kura na so program no mo aso project mo e nwanwa
shene so say ye memene da bia 6 p.m. Boganie abrochire nkomo ni
OneXBet. A good deal is so. Make a game on promo on your website onexbet.com.gh and an app na so. You find the iPhone 16 this can open 5,500 Ghana cedis. Mo promo code GameOnGH. OneXBet. Agrono e koso. Yene one diagrono. Gambling when you true. Inti chano wa she yemo. Enye ma wana won dimfie dun wache. Gaming Commission of Ghana. Ajin kratwe yatu.
Mrena so ewo compugan agukensia edimu mreno na aso yo o sebo enipadom eni vuvuzela no aye krado sa World Cup season eyade agoprama so ne be ye de enunti for brefie se de be abetimi atena na wajegira dem no wahwe ne yie Bethel crystal clear television powerful sound bar any home theaters laptops phone any projectors yate teso we enye discount sales keko to be 3,000 Ghana cedis eko ne raya raffle draw nim. Ubetumi winning 100-inch 4K TV, phones, laptops, any achede bebre keka ho. Tuturumika se sia Eco CompuGhana showroom. Bia e benwo. Anase shop it online at CompuGhana.com. First 0302 752020. WhatsApp is 0243 143 143. CompuGhana Go Rush Season. The ultimate football experience.
Did you know that Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally? That is why this June, Joy Business and the Super Morning Show, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, bring you the Joy Agribusiness Month 2026 under the theme, From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. Week 1 focuses on government policy, trade and financing for food sovereignty. Week 2 explores research, innovation, mechanization. Week 3 examines infrastructure, value addition, youth participation and agricultural financing, while Week 4 highlights opportunities across key horticulture value chains. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM and Joy News.
Electrical appliances baby baako pe na obinya de papa na ne buof Franco smart TVs every 32 Ekosiisen 100 inches air conditioners, washing machines, blenders, microwaves, kettle, cooking stoves, your Samsung with CCTV cameras, any your crystal clear, never phones, any accessories abi you know that Franco number 1 Burua Franco shop be a benwo nekwajo electrical appliances ya tete small first 0246 422 338 and 0555 939311 and www.francotrading.com ubetimi ako app store any play store no download the Franco app. Franco still phone papa is here. Ensema hudwa esi nyina emwa kese wasa wuti biara Asempa yetia na wobetino Asempa yetia eye kasebo a yede bro ewo Asempa FM enwe no nsia empai mu 6:30 sharp ensema hudwa esisie ye hu ye ni nyina yede bro Asempa yetia eye straight to the point essence Asempa yetia.
Hello, Medindi Wakadri. Na me was anti-sama for what you just said.
My hi, your friend me Pamela. Mr. Mami mobile app details na yen fan travel to me bio.
Ana me Crawford was to say me friend fee.
Hello, customer experience. You're blocking my account, Mr. Mami pin number na me unblocking.
Ebenum dia ho pepre to me feed imo.
Mr. Click a link what text message I send one no se Ciara. Na ya upgrade won ko yen ATM services for fraud so.
Na wona manage won ho pa ne wona wo click kane ansa na omo dwene ho. Can no cray like play won't grow bit me ato sales and feed mo bo hu ban kai say Ecobank in free and I send wo email and I message in miss our pin OTP bank card and I Ghana card one sem da ma winning now Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Eyampo se akwantu mu nsem ye ka ne duonim na wanko bia na yew sa atesem enoma bebree na Ghana de hye namu wonkofo amanso de wote woni beje ene de owo ebeho
hwekura yewom yesi slow ato eya 20 inches 3 days yet bimfie we eyekro
enti ti abroche nkomo akwaku amankwa akontadwo ede bro wa Asempa 94.7 FM so
edru me nda na se enua no mo amanone yo mosua kakra yo mosu ahunu ye nsu yate Yenina Trasia, near Carbon.
Memory Debia, a bonusia, a pemusea, Ekosina watch, a change who, our abruche, said the Yaku, any diabedrufie, the Yehu, near her, the ye, near the Abba, the Anyano, and you can say, ye.
Zena say abruching come on a dim, tintimpa.
Yabere no ma hodoa. E won kofo man so ye betimi dia boa Ghana. Amana fa ne to ma pefra. O man yimpuntu na ha bot sign. Passport won sensem. Ni nyina ye de bro. E wa abruching come odwumadie yi mu. Ye besa so mo akwanya no a kire wadwen.
Robert David make us free Germany. Kobe. Yeah, Amsterdam. Concept no what for about chefu e omo e wa mana ne nemo omo atama na no dia na omo tipie no omo kura na aso program no mu aso project no e nwanwa.
Shene so say ye memene da bia 6 p.m. Boganie abruching komoni.
World Cup fever no abo na Electroland Ghana Limited at the stadium ni je ne bawfie we dey ya tete nyama ni nyina so ye pese hu go bia pefe na wetimi abage won so asa wuti stadium hobby and enti ne bro discount e was Samsung, TCL and Nasco smart TVs ni na ma match day bia nya we nije da na beji ye powerful air conditioners and ye coolers ye top and bottom mount chest and display fridges to gas cooker so washing machines, microwaves and ye small kitchen appliances in your kick out when football promotion is so power fimu can who your showroom any anamo si for one more Ghana fan enina and our friend was 050-315-9738 bet me so call www.electrolandgh.com. Electroland ye the stadium no bawfie.
Africa Green Tea,
Deep pepper perco. Enti sa wo to mackerel aye weduane a na wato Africa Queen mackerel the way chawe no keke no pankwa.
Sami sorry no pa. Kel Chaco toothpaste na me de twitwi me se. E ma me confidence the money nyina.
Se wushia ama na me sifit guso na mesre a. Ye wanwa hu. Me de Kel Chaco toothpaste ene twitwi me se. Obo ade ni pa e wo bidie mu no. Ene e dia ye Kel Chaco toothpaste. E boy se ho ban e free mowa e boy se mu tokro. E se ahye ene enumunka. Sure se amani Kel Chaco toothpaste so nie. Yet center for.
Me de magical Chaco toothpaste atubu. Me use na no pa na dwa me koda no. E ma me sinye fita. Confidence level kwasro. Etibi na ma na me sita tito ni na guso.
Enkane no ane ma me num di bidie twitwi yense no. Asan abebie mu o. Bidie wo Kel Chaco toothpaste mu no. E ma sinye fita. E ma na hoden ne sayi nka bia. Mo wonum ye hwam. Enunti mo amonom coffee, wine, any tobacco e kamo seso no. Abama mo Kel Chaco toothpaste. Sankofa yenchi
Kel happy smile.
FDA aje edwedin krato ya tomo.
A Dayton and the boy your phone cry say HMS State covered by the Bioma Boom with the Bioma Ba. Miss say HM Flat Dio Mrs. Watch Chimota Mile 7 and I don't see you with your don't come in. So a single room self-contained Japan hall and a 2-bedroom apartment at Towan Krahadi and the HMS State. Hey, na coffee and dining boy your first time. And it is summer sour home pony say. So we are Papa Wana Branch out to Ghana and I'm Manoni. So what to a die be one rich ya no HM first half Brahma was saying you was a gaddy field. Hey, Asempa de say, Messi won't pay way now pay day. What you want us from when energy won't change your way? It was 0573 999 999 0573 999 999. Next sentence will say a single room, Chimben hall, and a 2-bedroom apartment. Echemana, almost a wood dice in a wood dine to one sumji, a yomo dodging.
Did you know that Ghana currently spends more than 8 billion Ghana cedis annually importing food that can be produced locally? That is why this June, Joy Business and the Super Morning Show, in partnership with the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, bring you the Joy Agribusiness Month 2026 under the theme, From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Join us on the Joy Super Morning Show, Joy News, and across Joy Business platforms for a month-long national conversation on Ghana's food security and agribusiness future. Week 1 focuses on government policy, trade and financing for food sovereignty. Week 2 explores research, innovation, mechanization. Week 3 examines infrastructure, value addition, youth participation and agricultural financing, while Week 4 highlights opportunities across key horticulture value chains. The final week looks at consumer power and Ghana's roadmap to food sovereignty by 2030. Stay tuned to Joy FM and Joy News.
Asempa FM, Ekosiisen, 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 Asempa FM. Obi nebado, biba, obibo, obiba, ode Asempa nabo. Obi nebado, biba, obibo. Ekosiisen nie bonsua wo menesempa de brane mama obi
Masomo Asempa 94.7 FM Ekosiisen dwumedie ena wasuguso a wutie no medin dio say bonsu from obi yatna see 6:30 p.m. ena dwumedie ebeba ewieye ye the discussion segment ena airtwamo so in the next 1 hour 30 minutes. Yeah, the discussion segment no bremene yensa aka the Honorable Alexander Kwesi Akwa ono ye NP for the people of Achim Odan constituency in the Eastern region, and the regional communications officer for the NDC ewo Ashanti region lawyer Abbas Nuruddin ono anso press party for Ntwabamano na ome national communications officer to replace lawyer Sami Jemfi. Oko Social Investment Fund SIF and so on the CEO of the fund Abbas Nuruddin Esquire would also join us in studio na yeneno ATM community yentwaso honorable Itwedia and this week in parliament no I think the controversy surrounding the anti-LGBTQ bill no ena ababe hold this way what the president aka found the speaker aka found and yatese the majority leader so akasa chum beyi majority leader voice now boy no emame na yen sign so emona manfo ente after the speaker appeal to the house no majority leader so akasa nensemo de atoja but honorable the ekoso nyina na tell saying
Obi mindi kan fanchi akese ma wona me be nka watiefo na minchia me presidential candidate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and party impedifo nyina woye dwumaden woye dwumason so NPP besan abefa benwa no 2028 ye de be bia na Ghana enye mu arehemu na sabe ye nua no nye opportunity o mototo papa so na omde tro ebetena akonya no so no ya beje Ghana fo efi omunku asum because near kwedie confusion obisi confusion no ayebasa na before me call wasem bisa so ene parliament ya sheda nkwa asetena enra na sorry na ebesa ko bi me be ko Tuesday obi bisa say dentia the 4th African Interparliamentary Conference on Family Sovereignty and Values Ekosiisen Ghana we did the kan ya emrase bedwa bi agese na so a woyo na first 3 months na buy and the first second third no cause Uganda almost like a Ugandan baby na ohwe yeka family sovereignty and values bibiara ejina sa LGBTQ mu ensensemi enti ohwe se ne akoso wo yemra se bedwamu na watwi mi na conference kese about 20 delegates from 20 other different countries ababe pie Ghana na when you also we share the main topic for discussion our media so there's idea we are confusion no ayebasa begidi senye we na yera bagben right honorable speaker na wo hwehwe wo press conference na mra Ghana no na nka wo gidi senka ba bedu Ghana no na Ghana etimi bo na beti ebo ne boka se ya pass law Asempa ni ho enso ene law na ba bill na ya pass ewie enso hwe nsem a epie ho minority for comedy majority leader candidate speaker of parliament dankasa ebo nyo emra no so na afi president so kabie na kire se mi hunu baby asem no ejina but begidi se every kwana nim no ye behwem the majority leader the speaker person yenye speaker say yen reconsider na minim parliamentary framework obejina so e dia yes ade no me nko amadwene mu ne misusu ye mu de begidi se nka o se president ho na president hwem hunu se say bi de say bi nti and the two sinti me sadi aba back to parliament wa ho kwan emra kwan mu se obeye na fe yahwe but president in ka the substance of the bill no ne die no or ka procedure ne die no or ka se ni quorum ne die no no ka kan se bi ni ade se wie kura no a me anwene se ebeye law
bill is far from becoming law
and no any different from it is not my priority. We know any different from it is not my priority. Obi,
it may be his priority, but now the constitutional process article 106 lay out for a bill to become law. Parliament we in Juma it has to go through sometimes we to call Council of State however on also eba because a private members bill no obema na attorney general and legal advisor ashim no more 24 all of that will take time. I think that's what he was referring to.
And I mention me purchase we dika ka say any priority and no and ko Kenya ade ya yedi anibri ekoso a ene gidigidi ya be pie sabri ya etro kan enti no ohwe de wakan na o just suppose no two de odi kan kaye senye ne priority no a na chese enkomo ho wo se yedi obi ade sha ase no kai hu no se bebia president ani breye na afe eye se wo twia san efi bill yi ho eye bra wo kwakwaja bosobode bia wo se yemfa ma no esai bebia ni nyina so omuhu ni nyina so nti na saaba so body no precede sa UN conference no a wo mo ekoye for reparation ni ade no obi I can tell you on authority say amaya hodo a wogitu mu say wo beboa Ghana ewo ye reparation fence enkomo hu ni ade na no set sade we as president set sade as condition.
How do you know?
And I make us say also you because you fan to krata so mbaw. But you have to go around lobbying some of these countries, you know,
to support
woman buy into your idea. And then komodie mo no ye drunk to krata so. But ebe mo hu no say sade we. I mean foreign diplomacy, these are things that are very common. So that's here. You know, in the eyes of the international organizations in do no a ya person mo gitu mo no. Wo mo fo say we are uba be ye no ni yen adwene bobra na do person ta wachi dia bibi say. Now, my establishment no, I don't know obian be ka say
no establishing you've speculated on the possible reasons but you are allowed to sometimes
speculate fine. Eti eno achi no hono na is not my priority to buy. Press conference na president car say enye the priority no unim say enye say yebisa question no na opija ne ni ya no but he read the answer, so it was a prepared response to that answer.
Okay,
so that's it.
Okay,
what does that mean? It means say asase a wobetena akonwa so na bishops ne call ho na woman ne kwaka asase mi na woye yeso ade ne mpodie yen pre na enko classrooms mu no mo de keke ka oni ade nyina no na dwene NCP e wade no so kopum se wo ko na nim do hu no se landmines bi wo ho no mo ne ade nti no wo de kan pitupuru mu se enye me priority no mo ne ade. Meanwhile na emra yi a ye ho adwuma NDC for say yensan ye pia to a throat to near the no na ye attempt e was say esaba mrase bedwum president beka say onya ya or the beba as a public sponsored bill or not a government sponsored bill.
Yes.
So I who so much manase near de na Reverend Tim ebedi anim say private members na wo no senior back in years and ye be near there. Quite fast so ade no go through process ebedu baby eba other paper so. Na enche bia na ye hu say every other paper so no ojame kwa nanim. Sabre na enibre ebaye. The speaker by Muka say, oh, one of the only say, a dear way no, will be a cash, a form, and yen any swat, Senate Biano, Wabehe, Emma Adenai. Nay, if you say, you go through the process. After you go through process, no, we speaker say, oh, too quite only hot. Then instruction, they say, Yenya Diano up to consideration, or buy a pass Yadiano. What be Nemo say? Friday, last week, near passy, and this week. Meeting kesi ebe koswe ena yede intem eso ene ohye so e pass no tro kan sa se anya no yem ama hudo fo so a wo mo ba no emehu se yen so ye wo mra bi ana se be na speaker nim se emra no e yadakato ena yede ba that he would not want to be associated with it inti wo twen ka se mo amanya ma ade na mum enne Oshuwa be muoni ade no na obeka se amfa ne kwan so sansem wo nyina no ye di nkomoko no ene ye behunu but the fact remains say bill ya pass ene senia wo ma achichire no ade akoma president no ene president kura hunu say we no even though ya water ne down no say okosan we yi a ensema ye yiye pie ni kira ya kire mu no eyenim guase ma no eyenim guase ema no esan say ye nyina nim say emra
ba nsem na mu yi pie in mo press conference no the majority side nso abechechire mu say mu ni case bia because for every apart from the ones na ye word way ebia yenye ni way word way yenye ni way no the major issue really from minority press conference was section 9 any where the exemptions
clause 9
it will be a section say act
yes
act clause for constitutions in the article so and so clause so in this act a section in the section 9 subsection so into when it becomes an act now you name say a section in the section 9 of the bill say OSHA exemption no ka say mo the bill and say sponsors in the bill na esen ababio in 2025 no for that section now na can about exemption first now it deal with promotions in the way will be promoting our activity no this time we can say subject to provisions of the constitution meaning so more who say there are some provisions in the constitution now e was say sign ehwebio and committee ne say omokoshe constitution and provisions are section between nabo ebrano they had to exempt sankofo no and not just sankofo no the liberty to promote it because when you promote it you come under section 11 which has an omnibus promotion say omnibus provision say what be promoted sadi ni bia you fall foul of the law
obi
they've explained that
okay you use the word promotion
yes
you use the word education you use the word facilitating
yes
you use brofo who do be brofo
words be
but chi ka say mo no de ye kan say wo ye bibi na watimi kan say wa bo ade na baso ana say wa
o show mo kutupa
no my idea no
yes
sa word ye kan facilitation promotion mo no ade nyina no ni na no twi mo no ewie kowe sei
yes
hwe ade a ye di hu nkoma ye ni abri enye sebe nipa no a wode ne ho ekoye bema wade bema wo ba wade ba no ne ade ne hia ye kase o esan se eno no ye wo mra hudo bebre wo mamu ho no ma edele with that de hia ye ne se anche bia no wohwe memorandum no a esipi se nipa bia ka mo ho abomu a enne wo matu omani asi Ghana ene ebibi mamu a wo mo hwe se sanyamna semini ni ade we no entumpon awo ye mamu
sure
enunti enenne sa conference ya ye uhwe kasa empenifo ni ade nyina mama hudo fe na ka nyina no a wo mo pa che se ene ye identify who as Africans ama nyema bi se no me ye makwan ma ne meye
yes
it is say wo bi ewo na dwuma bi na ono na adwuma na wo ye no wotimi eye ekakasa bi fasade hu eye amodini tete no ne ye fe no amodini oye sa nyama ni bia enne no se yamfa mra bi ensi sa nipa no anokwan a sha wo mo hye kutupa ene namase nketenkete eye ye sa nyama no ebema de na ato atese hwe bill yi se netie wo ho rather no ababe promote LGBTQ no
because exemptions no eka lawyers nipa bia obe committee an offense in this case or committee any act emra we aye di hu nkomo emma kwan ono so right to counsel. It is a lawyer near na just could defend this any pana and not just a lawyer need promoting that activity. And if you don't exempt the lawyer
ukum nipa o Ghana ha say etiamra
all right to counsel
batukum nipa etiamra batukum nipa all right to counsel
absolutely
e die enti na wo for say sa rendition e wo mre mu say obi ya accusing it falsely na ono say so the beko court and say ya che no na say obi could defend no one ya beka say lawyer ni no okwa could defend no ono so e participate e dey ntina e kire say sa Billy the rendition na wo no e kire sa e dey na man kire sa sa ne ka ne dia ene emra ai wo Ghana nyinara ene mfonso wo Ghana nyina no ye nya wo bi because the highest crime in this wakum nipa eno kura no ye wo ho kwan say wo fa lawyer ni o just here but wo what to kwan da wo kwa manonia ye wa lawyer fo bi o mabo om ho anu a o de no say yen ena say ye say LGBT ni ade no o right no obi tia so ni ade a bra yen chen ya wa doctor for bia wo bo om ho anu say ye de ye adwuma ye na bi hospital particular hospital say ye hospital LGBT hospital
but in our current law no, even with the exemptions now you cannot do that. Oh yes sir, you fall foul of the law because the 11 no clear 11 clear and maybe you read it now because the 11 seems to me very very clear say you cannot do the work and even with the exemptions no. And for example say oshe let me get it now for yen kinda unless there is something I don't know but if the wahano na because we are the 2025 bill na omule before parliament amudi
yes yes
so oshe 11 na it's here okay in the 11 year prohibition of funding, sponsorship or promotion of prohibited act. 11.1 a person shall not fund, sponsor or promote an act prohibited under this act. A person who contravenes subsection 1 commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a term of imprisonment of not less than 3 years and not more than 5 years. In when an omnibus provision, nobody can fund, sponsor, or promote any act prohibited under this act. In the fact say 9 no amount some kind of an exemption say because you have to do your work as a lawyer, you can defend Obia. You're accusing under this law, no? And not just who defending her, you can then come under the guise of being a lawyer, no? To come and promote the act. Oh yes, sir. You fall foul of the 11. No? That's the point I'm making to you.
It means to me, Patches, we don't know any kwanya war faso. Not by reasoning of say what me enyasa exemption, end up advocating. You see, I we nyina no advocacy ade no na ehu.
Okay.
Ade we nyina no advocacy ade no na ehu. Enti na make say yen ye baka education, facilitation, one money ade, but the twi kasa mu anase ye kro kasa no ba ko pa ne ye de ma. And they say ye hye no kutupa. Anase wo ye niema bia wodim so ye lawyer ni or ye academic wo chro niema na wo convincing crowd say is the way to go. Sabre no, if you feel like a woman you can decide to become a woman.
But if you write an academic paper,
yes,
na who make his high insinuations na, then you can be picked up because you fall foul of the law. Because I also even 9 now about be a subject of conversation. 9 no subhead any prohibition of propaganda, of promotion of and advocacy for activities prohibited under this Act 9.1. Subject to the Constitution, a person shall not produce, procure, market, broadcast, disseminate, publish, or distribute through a medium, technological platform, technological account, or any other means, or b, a film, the internet service, an electronic device, or any other device capable of electronic storage or transmission, a material for purposes of promoting an act prohibited under this Act. 9.2. A person shall not a. promote or support an act prohibited under this Act. B. Engage in, participate in, promote, or support an act aimed at changing public opinion towards an act prohibited under this Act. Or C. Offer premises or any other movable or immovable asset, or provide any form of assistance for purposes of promoting an act prohibited under this Act. 3, which is 9.3. A person who contravenes subsection 1 or paragraph A, B, or C of subsection 2 commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a term of imprisonment not less than 5 years and not more than 10 years. It is a way not more than 5, not less than 10. Okay, not less than 5 and not more than 10. Where a person is convicted under subsection 3, the owner of the medium, technological platform, or technological account on which the material or information is produced, procured, marketed, broadcasted, disseminated, published, or distributed is deemed to have committed the offense unless it is proved that the owner did not consent to or connive at the commission of the offense and exercise the degree of reasonable diligence as necessary in the circumstances to have been exercised to prevent the commission of the offense. It means say me betena fidie so na say me use afidie di promote here. Owner of sa fidie so ho ebetre no unless it is proven say owner no mame
ntino bi okay.
Yes.
Ubetimi a distinguish between promotion and say as a journalist. Ubetimi.
Yeah, you should be able.
So why are we giving exemption to journalists and other professionals? You feel say your mom was exemption. No, people will take advantage of it. So what you say?
Okay. Meaning say because say me as a journalist not
yes.
Based on this law, no, I don't have to promote it in the first place.
No.
I should not be giving any exemption.
No.
Because I should know the line.
That's it.
Say I can only report on it and not promote
That's
it. It mean here exemption.
That's it.
Here.
That is all. That is all. The problem now, no. Because under this exemption, no, you would end up having people using this exemption
to do
advocacy. So that's here. And you have that thin line. Until the Bibisa will say, Emra nipekum eye boni wo mamu ha. Say lawyer ni bi ko akwa twitwaji obi a yesumokum nipa. Ejo no so ye boni kumfo anase kasa oye nipakumfo. Debi. Edi enti na wo se ye de sha manfo adwene mu say emra no a wo ho no say de na etie no ma wonu mu nyina ka manfo kasa
ba wonim nso say the mechanics see are bill now sponsors ne the coin.
Yes.
In the omode bill we call Speaker refer my Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee. And once in legal drafting, no, so we start provision be with subject to the Constitution, it changes the dynamics. If you recall, the first bill that was laid in 2021, no, did not have subject to the Constitution. This time, sponsors nankasa edesheho. When you put that there, meaning say every other thing that follows should conform with provisions of the Constitution. And if in the mind of the committee Juma on this bill, they think so, okay, once there is subject to the Constitution, no, let's then go into the Constitution. Now you share a Constitution more right. So Juma. if this law in its current form, in this bill, no, ever affect you, Majumana, let's grant them exemptions. That's what maybe the committee.
And you know, Adenti, and I list all other professionals and all other businesses. That you list when more pay.
When no more pay, because in the constitution, if you take the media, the entire section 12. Is a section chapter 12 of the constitution dedicated to the media. In article 126 benyinano e show niome wo say media na the first won't mean factors bia entro media na kwemo. If there is a law that's going to be promulgated, it has the tendency to affect provisions under chapter 12. The drafters of the law would have to look at it again. Maybe that is what informed committee, decision to then say, okay, let me exempt the media. The constitution, Emma, right to accused persons, or more right to counsel. May a lawyer near that right is they have to represent my client. If bill, committee in first derby say a bit this provision as it is couched in the bill. Our sponsors in the buy, it may affect a lawyer for ejuma, it may affect a doctor for ejuma, because Nippanians who are right to medical care in our constitution. In once our choices subject to this constitution, then no more looking at the bill, we will have to look at all of those provisions in the constitution and maybe exempt our for, and that's what they've done. Only your money, I didn't hear.
And the media will say, other professionals.
Yes.
Certainly, you've mentioned there's about 3 or so.
Yeah, maybe about 3.
3. But ubenya others are. One also ejumano, as ye protected by the constitution. So, you know, cardinal fwa. When no Emma Quine, Emma one they get into the arena of advocacy.
Now, omanya loophole be
because you are exemption. Na se yeni abrese ade ye pese etusu sa na enya se ye bibi ba sabi ye hu se obi aka bi ntu yenso ye kabi nanso yesuro se obi so ye pa achi ntino yenye na ensum obi to the homes and caprices of some thing got somewhere. We all saw the video. Yeah, any committee meeting, we saw the video. Na Yera Sam George on the Ghana East Commission for Enya gidi pa. Gidi pa. Esa say woman nyuma na omu die no. Mo ye mo legal ejuma omo ye no ne ade no. Of force say enu mom promote sa anyamradi. It's a nano say when mun na no exempted. What was the need for that? Saturday baby the course one before no the call mo so no. So one pin wo madwuma no. Woman ye no mana motuo ne nema omo ye nyina no eboa emasa promote sadie. Eterness on masa exemption ya. Na Ghana East Commission case omo yo madwuma mo de madwuma omo ye ni ade. They come under this cover. Eti wabufuo na wabufu omo sabre no as obi a wo no bi anim se wo champion ade no. Na da hen. Efiri hen. Yem tiasie se ade no bi kaye ase ye beye kwasi koso gina kwantia ase ye beye asu yesuro ase ye beye asu yesuro ani aye do to ka aye adakato because at the end of the day we no aye de aye no se president gitum na beye mran mani ade a I am telling you na me just say eno na enche a doctor fo bi be bo mo ho ano professionals bi be bo mo ho ano. Oh yeah, how to say when no advocacy and now or yet in the line of their duty, no, that will be their defense.
Yeah, but the point is once it is established, you've crossed the line.
Who will establish that?
Oh, but they will course. That's why there are prosecutors. Prosecutors, as Juman is saying, they would prosecute you based on the law. The court of competent jurisdiction would establish promotion. Once it's established, who promote, forget about Section 9. Section 11, well, Section 11 is clear. So you cannot promote any act that this
do we need that
law
ambiguity?
Not forbid.
Do we need that ambiguity?
In the Section 11, there is no ambiguity.
Because that is what we are saying, sir. At the end of the way, the more quine Emma omu get into the arena of advocacy, but obe yusu we no they are covered ho. I don't need the here you. I don't name Brado. I don't need the here a woman ready man kasa. Dear one, men kasa bedinu one.
Anyways, honorable my men say message about hobby you mean some other.
It's none of the me person says sa conference here Ekosiisen. Speaker yire no ho. Kasa ama football so penny for near de kasa near de mouth you want to say oh Ghana they then
na me ba na de no mo ye no mo chamber hoyi conference you know
it was actually advertised combine wo
conference center
the conference center necessary Richard was a BB but minim de ba ya see your chamber
I was some suspended sitting there mo na kaka
and let's speak any abre any abre one of the family values ni your sovereignty ni man ade there ono there sentinel say ade we there enti me there nyame anim nie I da say who no say and this amayoku na ye so mbe ye wagadre and he didn't want to be part of it into a trade so say ya number there ne mo pass ma there because he's been so much into this thing. No go be person betre mu na wa pass it on as the legacy.
Reverend Tim Fojo 8 you say Obi, please don't be misled by the NDC lies. I've sent you the bill passed in 2024 and the resubmitted bill. The prohibition of advocacy and promotion provisions are the same in both starting with subject to the Constitution. Please check and correct the impression. Thank you. In the Reverend Tim Fojo and Osha 2024, the Mopase wa Parliament na and no na section 10. The SCC section 9 no no section 10. Started with subject to the provisions of the Constitution. A person who through a medium technological blah 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 and I share the submitted one 2025 the answer. And no, this time is section 9. And also subject to the Constitution, a person shall not procure, market, blah blah blah. That correction has to be made. Reverend Tim Fojo, thank you. The subject to the Constitution was not introduced in the new bill.
I almost said that, but I wasn't too sure.
That's fine. It was in the 2024. Reverend Tim Fojo, thank you. And sincere apologies to listeners for that point I made earlier. Yeah, that's it. Where is Obi? Please tell the Honourable Member of Parliament that the Constitution must be interpreted in a whole, not in a piecemeal approach. The same law also makes punitive provision for those he claims have been exempted. Lawyer Eric Ewudi Arthur and Onodi Way Abrain. But Lawyer Abbas Nuruddin Mamintio on this and all the issues are minority and so erasy.
Amefa kwanya we so na menchao
Abbas Nuruddin no we brutal
and some come papa
and some no be meba no na metie
yes
but obi LGBT nsemo ye den na beje ntre ha LGBT nsemo yi e beje ntre ha in 2021 abra LGBT advocacy group bi nya akokodru ekoje office na chese omo ya netesese bi de omate sunsum sore no a omate amanfo agu abonte se
FM
omo nko pre akra nti asofo ene anyamesem kafo kanyamesem atwe akra de amanyame mu no nso no omo nso abebo omo sesen ewu krom ha ene omo nso ema amanfo twe akra de ba omo dwumadi anim eno na mpanimfo bi National House of Chiefs nom ene Chief Imam Office Christian Council ya sorry ya say ya hwe ya enkofo bi ebeba abeye niema ebe se ya mamre ni amane na aseye mofra enom ni ade enti e wo se etu ho anamon na wo kohwe ye mra a ye de ko abonefo sema ye criminal code 1960 at 29 no a Criminal and Other Offences Act no a na emra ewomu no entimi nko LGBT in all its variances no because na bia beka ho queer nom ni ade na unnatural canal knowledge any bestiality any insects ena na eka ho asem
ena sodomy
sodomy enti say sodomy is your natural canal knowledge enti Empanyumfo ye ne say esese aban eye mra a ye de bekon saade na mra no esanse no mampanyina di kan ko grantee interview BBC aka say de enti ayenje se be LGBT no ho ne man tum wo ha no ye say LGBT fo no ensore enye dede na bi omu ye dede betimi agi atom ne enti no na ma asem no akwatwentwe no mampanyine bu kakra ba yewra Sam George nom ne yewra Bejramo through private members bill day ya mamra no ye na obi
na reverend in team for John
na reverend in team for John obi unim se mra nso ye wi a o hye se ye de mra ne ko ema omampanyine de ne nsa hye ase
yes
ba omampanyine sa abre no hye ne twerɛtwerɛfo panyini yewra asante bedi atuo ema ne issue cease and desist order. I think that is one of the lowest moments of the Akufo-Addo presidency. As a lawyer,
why?
As a lawyer of the stature of Akufo-Addo to have engaged in that constitutional lawlessness, I think say it is one of the lowest moments of his presidency. Who him say under Article 106?
Yes.
The clerk of parliament say or transmit mrande de ko o mampanyini ho meboa na so o mampanyini opa obesan se won san a wo kire die nti a wonya de on sign
yes
na asa ba mrahye bedwafie sa bre no se mrahye bedwafie no by 2/3 majority e pass there you are duty bound to sign regardless of the origin.
Yes.
Baomampanyini deliberately arrested and injuncted the constitutional process. Obi,
and this is a reason.
No, the reason maybe the
because
reason,
before you look at it and decide whether to sign or not, no, you have to peruse the bill.
Yes.
He says because of the Supreme Court pending matter, no, he doesn't even want to peruse the bill.
Lawyers.
Yes.
That argument was flawed. That argument was insincere. Why? Because ye levy better mampanyine na so na manfo nso di ko Supreme Court. But regardless of the pendency of the Supreme Court action or sign ye. Na twinsere mienu gu jaso ayedi baako anu jabako. So that argument was outright inconsistent. What you say? Say, o say court unti asem ye de asem na court unti untimi sign. But asem baako de court o ye de o de mo court na o sign. Now obi you know. Say it is an established principle of law that hardly will a court injunct a public officer from performing his constitutionally or statutorily assigned functions. It doesn't happen.
But do you also know, sir, until Ekosiisen versus Attorney General, the law was not really settled on that. If you read that ruling, the Supreme Court was clear. Say, when you are sued, for example, and the person is trying to injunct you from performing your constitutional duties, you don't have to stop it until the Supreme Court expressly tells you to do that. Now it is settled.
Okay, now
before that,
until that time, I think that there are legal authorities to that effect.
Yes,
I think the Electoral Commission versus NDC when we tried to injunct Jane Mensah from compiling a new register. The court threw us out on the basis of the principle that the court must be a bit fee-dragging when it comes to injuncting a public officer from performing. Before SFWADIANO came to consolidate a plethora of authorities and then they can consolidate it at the end of that. What you say? Okay, so I will say Adieno never court. Then I levy the never court na osan not just a was some who can on no cre. And you know to one sign. Now what the patch me
between a levy and a way that or the comparison LGBT diono. The transmission was injuncted.
Yes.
But Yelevino,
The transmission had not been injuncted. Okay, that's
it is not about the injunction.
But I think it's an important point.
No, it is not about the injunction of the transmission. It is about the claim by the presidency say assembly day court. What you say? Emma issue cease and desist order. Emma Attorney General Crown so be the ebe kind. Okay, if that is the argument, Supreme Court to the assembly I think on the 14th of December.
Yeah.
Now, 3 weeks, I'm on Penini and go forward or hand over. Still, I dear no, Sabra no court assembly, dear we.
In the Anka Parliament, bet me the Aquaman.
I'm an assign. I dear no man Penina, me and farm one sign. So it means the problem was not the court case. Let's not make that argument. And now, a year, no man Penina Kufuado, a free so. And I send ye na nim no. I dear be a war parliament, and maybe a war parliamentar. Yentimi anya no mfie nan no sa parliament no asetena no ebawie ya eno nso aye dey abawie yes enti ye ba ye ankomo didie bi sha ase no last 3 months MPP for be kan ye say oh rentim for jo na owura eye afenyo say INDC ya dada Ghana for say ye ba LGBT bill ye be sa pass ni assign na de no kra no say no o mampanyina koka no ba bi kra say de nye priority nti adada Ghana for ke kan nsem a ene ne nyame adom ade no yaye dey ya pass ya wie me na me hwese MPP for omonsem no omokan no omo besa betwe asan but very typical say 3 months ago nsem a no omoka kire Ghana for say LGBT bill ne de enya ade ayem pass afenyo markings no rain team for join here there yeah
na say nya pass
after ya pass we ya almost say ya water it down. Can you believe this? Obi you are a lawyer, I'm a lawyer. Share the provision na I think say 20 sections and then about 19. Obi, can you say the bill no ya passing and no materially different in terms of the punitive regime for omo engage in the act of LGBT omo promote no? Can you say it's a difference via bemoana material difference because as some omo can no afenyo see changes the entire water it down they say baby or how ya change citizen to person.
Yes,
now we change citizen to person how does that amount to a watering down of a bill that is supposed to curb LGBT activities?
Because almost there are responsibilities of citizens in the constitution. How? We are a person. It changes the effect.
It is not true. You see, nature says under them no citizen no crane restrictive. It ye cry broader no because citizen will be or ye Ghanaian. It will be a brony almost so that this animal never won't be prosecuted no. And the every citizen that they are personal. So we have given a more expansive definition. And as we have widened the scope of the and how does that amount to watering down? Obi, baby, so almost you say hold out. Yakoya they say every person will engage in hold out, was a bit generic. And you are fleshing up, kakra. How does that water down the bill materially? Obi send your work and still let us who say, wow, be engaging in LGBT nomnia, then why your bonnie out to be called them still let us who say, wow, be promote because you won't call for no more bomb man for pass or monko that and calam for mumu brasa jumanim. Would you be bad near my commission? Obi, are you aware? No. Yes, and only promotion and solicitor now you can want them, and you'll be on radio so extra na adrian fa on shedan koka bibia say o preachi ya won ko for ha no mo dada SHS for your commission ko for mo de gare provisions ko dada nkwala wo school mu twe omo e de omo be rasa ade nim eno na ye promotion what you say na bill no has not been watered down in any sense na legal issues na beba no obi medwene ho amenti ase
legal issues
say Adia no subject to the constitution, subject to the Obi. Ghana haunim say ye mra ye wono. Ye woni ni so. Emra no PSA ene Ghana ya mamra ye constitution.
Yes.
Now constitution noa in the opening article clause 1 subsection 2 a constitution na introducing hono. E ka say many Ghana mra nyina PSA. Emra bia ne mebo abra bia no sa mra na ni nan gina so. Edisa wo kwaye mra na wo de share no wada say ye subject to the constitution. What I say one fair one shahwa, it must still pass the constitutionality test.
Yes.
Obi meboa. And there have been instances and LGBT bill obi. So what the young fan said the MPP for year no no. Ya anya no hwe ne pass ye. And obi feel say emra no ne constitution ne baby boy bra. Or the Supreme Court are still Supreme Court if it deems it fit say and the constitution no boy bra. It will strike it out.
Yes.
And obi ya call law school yesua eniema bebre a emra ya pass emra de bi wo ha tra 60 years but Supreme Court be ka say ne 1992 constitution boy bra em ya striking out me boy. Typical example the section of the criminal code na ka say murder ni treason no ni ade non bailable obi me boy.
Yes.
Under Martin Kwebu versus Attorney General no Samra na tena ho be 60 years old. The Supreme Court can say it was inconsistent with Article 92 Clause 2C, which presumes the innocence of an accused person. 19.2C, which presumes the innocence of an accused person until he himself have pleaded guilty or has been proven guilty. Yamfa bibi an share news subject to the constitution, but Supreme Court who say inconsistent is struck it out.
Yes.
After okore company code no nanseyana e wo mu say obi a ye de na ko gina court keke without any conviction no or ye director and I say o ye dwumadie bi he is not worthy to be entrusted with the fiduciary duty of a director.
Yeah.
Among what they call court, Supreme Court has stricken it out. Yamfa bibi an share ni mu say subject to the constitution or not subject to the constitution. Obi ya call laws your cases bebre mensima versus Attorney General. Association bi koye mra distillers association bi koye mra say o distiller gin nko ade you must belong to that association. Nipa ne de call court to say under Article 21
it breach the right to
freedom of association. The Supreme Court struck that down. So every law, whether it is preceded with the phrase subject to the constitution or must still pass the constitutionality test.
Yes.
And the idea no ye kra mamra na gina se bibi wo mo na nye na ye jaima ni gina ho sesi na obi the court say and the Supreme Court will strike it out and it will have the same effect. And there are some MPP for canon any 9 bia ye the agina so the bill is still potent. The bill is still biting. It has that legal force achieve the purpose intended. And a bill no be and maybe wo mu kra ya de abeke ka ho a na ni for previous bill ni mu a ahyemu kena and na ya de aba mu say oya LGBT no no ade a untimi adopt akwala obi mebo a previous bill no say na enim. These are some of the legal disabilities people who identify themselves as such are suffering under the new bill. And they claim that bill no ya watering it down no ni ade no enya no kre. Now obi let's come to the other issues are the passage of the bill. Quorum. Obi Article 102 and Article 1041. The quorum threshold Parliament needs when it is
to commence business
to
and
do
to make
ordinary business and to make decisions.
Yes.
And this was established by the Supreme Court in the Justice Abdullahi
case. Sure.
Say when the Supreme Court any ordinary business
where the parliament ordinary business.
Parliament ordinary business at least 1/3 minus the person presiding.
Yes.
The intent they say the debating stage. Preside you can't be a judge and a player at the same time. You can't be a referee and a player. So at the time of you presiding a debate in a day, wow presiding a day uncount. But when it comes to a decision making, at least about 50% and a half of Parliament, including the person presiding, if he is a member
of Parliament.
Yes. Bill ya pass minim quorum na meet the threshold.
Your reporter say at the time of pass no kind MPs are never floor no more 40. Now more 40.
Me can we in relation to issues you're back behind the reason.
Yes.
If it's going strictly on the quorum threshold established by Article
106. In this case, the 6 is critical.
104 clause 1.
Yes. Hey, Mr. 106. 102 and 104. 104 is critical here.
1,
yes.
A casa about decision-making quorum.
Sure.
At least about 137 people should have.
The Supreme Court fixed it at 134. 134. Yes.
Say
decision-making.
Ebia, yabeka se nasem no awoka no. Nyinaso ewom. But say speaker beka se ono no ma orders. Na orders no yamfa anya adwuma.
Okase omonye consideration.
Enti de ya ye bia no otwe asan na no de adabraka because speaker office no enye nipa ba ko dia. And the speaker office no is not personal to the speaker. Yes. It is a president. President to kwan. Now you swear vice president in as president, now you're acting president. Ade bi obeye bia no.
Yeah.
It is said why you know
president ni sure.
In this abrand you the bill ko no sign edimu. It is said the president na na president ba. Ontimi nka say
he cannot undo what has been done.
Ontimi nka say bill no man ka say sign and our sign no yensan fanya day. Emra because sa abrand no yes ade no oye no president dey mu. And our article 95 of the constitution no a kasa for speaker ho no a article 96 need to create the office of a deputy speaker.
Deputy speaker, sure.
What you say?
Yes.
And our recent parliamentary history in 2022 speaker tena adwam rejected the budget at the time. Okay. But deputy speaker and so betena adwam overruled the speaker higher day. Deputy speaker at the time ebe yewra bagbe ya na ewo ho wo tena adwam ene enkofukuo bi e ka se budget no ya reject wo sorry ye no o deputy
ebe
tena adwam ebe overrule the wo waye no approve budget no wantimi anka bibia what you say ana estande ye
it stood because the Supreme Court decided
it stood because at the time our deputy speaker no betena he was clothed with all the powers and the authority of a speaker. And the fact that speaker ni ho na decision deputy no atena adwama taking no entiam rebiano. I think say jina what you say. And the speaker call on the procedural floor no aye kan wasem when it comes to quorum ni dia. I think say
then he may have
no he may have a legal point. But say Obeka say I don't know make say
but say even with the quorum no great point and I will make it but even with the quorum I mean the argument has been made sir when you want to even go by the quorum provision now because the constitution is clear that quorum issue has to be raised on the floor. If after the fact we are doing say call back say omo enya quorum what will be your basis? Because we are told say vote and proceedings now it showed say 190 or so members na parliament that they are not sign. That may be the quorum for commencing business. In the almost science and a business ever commencing. Eba quorum for decision making now. Now how do you prove say number that's the challenge.
No, a matter of fact.
I get
to be supported by evidence.
Yes.
In this case, audiovisual evidence. At the time a speaker, Etie Dwemua, or put to the question. No,
90%.
Yeah. And no, I make say speaker.
But that audiovisual evidence can be challenged.
Yes, speaker go along that angle. No, will be you say definitely. Enka asem no.
Yeah.
But on the office of the speaker, no, and yet a fixed to a particular personality.
Oh, sure.
A office.
Yes.
At every point in time, nipa bia constitutional man to me no. Ultimate na mu come na day. We shouldn't create a situation where we would have parliamentary Mugabisa or more ebe stifle the business of parliament if they are not around. Obi what you say. And the maybe there me feel say you call strictly on the provision of
quorum
no there
may be some okay
but
general procedural breach
speaker say my instructions na ya tra entiamra kra was here dey buy echi no
but that's why he appealed. That's why speaker did not direct or say or power mo chew say a bill like this no free say I was say a bipartisan omu nyina didi omo nkomo no
MPP for ade no a omo anye no aye ba ye be ye
okay
omo pe kwan bia de akere Ghana for abo ade no delay taxes am ye do election ye no aka akere mo say ade no Mahamas cracker so be no antimi anye and they have started it so their intentions is clear. Their intentions are quite clear. And this uncle for way obi asabi washa da so wadan obi who dey no question nika demo kra washa da so wadan dey on tinani. But the goal of the MPP is to filibuster, is to delay. Ni akora election year mu na se ne omo ye 3 months ago yankasa Mahama dada mu LGBT bill also oba obesa na wanya dey one sign no enti NDC for nka no kre enti monto abantia omo eno na ye pese ye avoid ya ya bedru ba bia ye dro enti meme dia ba bia adro no ba bia adro no ba bia adro no ba bia ye wo se ye nyina ye hwe ye de ani hwe e ye presidential assent.
Yeah, but presidential assent is not president in Swakasao. It seems a president also the Casa back when kind it's
no the president can on Casa the one sign.
Dabi men Casa Wakasa. But say the bill is far from becoming law.
Say na dear no any and so far constitutional on our procedural flow. Yes. The next stage you see a better transmitted their president. And a presidency at the end bar. It sounds like a dear no ni huntino. On also the man the lawyers are there. And the lawyers is shame no money who say because president ya the bill brewa or option you know. O be so nimsa.
Yes.
Option you know say a ba ya up in issue where ya the no sign. And yes sir. So one sign so or option say ube give you reason ti ade no nya day one sign. Now what's about parliament. And no parliament no by 2/3 majority ejitum sa chenchina mampanyini e wo sa wo sign e ba wo a who ni adwinkyere bia bie e wo sa wo sign sa process no mampanyina kufu ado arrest no midway because onim sa ade no e ba ne ho no so on sign na ye eyi na call parliament and na parliament by 2/3 e share no so one sign na one sign a enka wa committee crime impeachable offense because we are president now tietia constitution so adia constitution say ye no wanya e grounds for impeachment to be meboa what you say enti no adia no ye wie na efin bia ni ho a ye mfa nkoma mampanyini meme de say o mampanyini be sign so o mampanyini sign so o mampanyini say nya priority so o mampanyini say no meme de me hu ne say ni nyina ye court to dan ye chi aye de abobo let's put the ball firmly in the court of the president. Na you heard the birthday EBC. And me, I know that President Mahama, being that law-abiding citizen, being that stickler of constitutionality, no, he will operate within the confines of the law. Of the now, LGBT bill, you be pass na be mra in the life of President Mahama because ye born twa ye ko Ghana ye Ghana for bo say ye be nti anya na ya koye say
madada
Ghana suo agina ye num akasa kire Ghana for
obi ye kan ayi bill no kwa no ye nyan transmit input na president atonkra uka ayi procedure any quorum sem no president erezi
ose wate sa manfo akasa
ba wate na me patch say yade e won ni pemu so be sign ya Kenya tesem president in fact tesem nya adwuma o dia se se mo say president anado say wate say ade ne ya njante etini ya chiro say me yemfa mma no say eye mfonso de a ene de president say ye nya koromumpo no mo nya ade no wo po de afa na wo pensem foa adi achechire no ho a ebedi dance here say ade ne de is far from becoming law. Chatham House interview no the kike ka ho nobody was impressed about his response. ATM say ho say ene Speaker of Parliament Bagbin eni nye di akoso no prekope neni nase ye be pass no sabre no na ya pass yenso no minority nini padodo asofo akukudam nyina say they will not accept this watered down
version
enti se woka se mo wo opepa se bo be pass yen na ye delay ye person ye delay ade no president nanka se fiase e man reasons ntia ade no
Me Osha City Newsroom story about president interview with Chatham House now. According to him, questions have already emerged regarding the manner in which the bill was passed by Parliament. He cited concerns over whether there was a quorum at the time of its passage, as well as allegations of procedural lapses during the legislative process. Quote, there have been a few issues raised. One, that there wasn't quorum when it was passed. That's an issue that has come up. And then two, there were some procedural lapses in terms of its passage, unquote. President Mahama revealed that he had received information that the Speaker of Parliament was even addressing concerns raised about the process through which the bill was approved. He explained that once the bill is formally transmitted to the presidency, it will undergo a thorough legal review before any decision is taken. The president said the Attorney General and legal advisors at the presidency would scrutinize the legislation because it originated as a private member's bill rather than a government-sponsored bill. Quote, it must come for assent. And so once the president gets it, you go through it because you are not part of the discussion in Parliament. The legal counsel in the presidency and the Attorney General would sit on it and make sure that everything is in order before the president is advised to assent, he said. He also outlined other constitutional options, said Eddie Hong Komono. But I'll say, quote, the president has another option. If there are some things that he thinks are a problem, he can refer it to the Council of State for advice. If substantial issues are raised, the president will return the bill to Parliament, indicating exactly what the issues are. He concluded by stressing that the legislative process is not yet complete. Quote, so there is still quite a while to go before that bill becomes law, unquote.
It is a will be a drink so I'll copy elections and the president mama and in some way I can will be beginning and OTS gather for agony or prepare gather for agony. And I can bet you say concerns here you raise the legal advisors need 24 they will take into consideration all these ones. It is about Musro say, I didn't be a bit to see a elections no near and pass ya. President if you are prepare ya.
Baby down one penny table so Anna.
Just say dear, and someone none more can and as I said, dear, more than a Asaka,
will be a say, say the old corner man of Malcrum. Unko pre hunko yi prebu wo kwam what you say eno ma no ma krom na ho na prebu nyina ye dai ewo unzu ko hu achim prebu ba ko bia usu ko yi ade no yesi ye wi a ye de call mampanyine ho ade ne nya nuro mampanyine akache na wonzo ugina court dan achi
wana ne kaza mampanyine ne kaza
wana me ne wo kaza
bi de ba padi kana me mekai
mampanyine be san
enyemi o enyemi
asem wa ye kan se
enyemi abas enyemi ye mampanyine kan na me ye di hu nkomo
regardless of the mampanyine aka regardless ye mfa ade ne
mo be force no manasai
ye nya force ye mfa nkoto ni table so se ye de koto ni table so na won san a ye nti a won san no obeka
na me me pa kire wo se
ebesa ba mo
enya nko ni table sumpo
no ohun ade ye nkofo ne ase when it comes to the assent to a bill the president doesn't have the final say.
Yes.
The president doesn't have the final say. Insofar as the process is not injuncted.
Yes.
Parliament has the final say.
Yes.
President Yadiana Brew also one sign. What can the entire also one sign? O the Abamra Shebejum. Emrashe Bejafo no hwe de wo kan o mo si wo mampanyine de waka no eye pa eto asomu ba yenso ye free say ade we wo san a bebo ye mra ne ho ban eye parliament ye nipa 276 no emu two thirds cry say 200 and little over say
180 something
180 it will be 180 something ye nko NDC for ye ne ayifo nko aka bomu a
mo betimi
ye independence for no kra ka bomu a say yetimi ye ya no wie dia eno obeda mampanyina nimu a wontimi nkasa wonsan so it is parliament. So you as a member of parliament you shouldn't be making that argument. You shouldn't be giving powers constitution dia mamono to mampanyini. What you say, you have the final say when it comes to the assent of a bill, not the president.
And Abbas said me patro say president enko do ni hodon and semu a work ken prepare imagine say enya dia obetinu
ade na ko o mampanyini se won sign wama reason ade na bamrahye bedwam e bamrahye bedwam NDC for 186 no yes o mampanyini wa asem a wo ka no eye pa ede but yensu ye free say ye ko pre abano Burkina fo asan omo angu omo economy ne nhye ye Nigeria fo asan omo economy ne nyedai enhye suma Africa hankwa be 14 countries obi and asan anti-LGBT bill they are there. They are functioning. Nothing adie. Mr. Akwa, Honorable Akwa minim di ochire. Ose adie de kokoro mampanyin nsa. Mo die nya dakato die. Afi osase ya dakato. What you say na dakato di mampanyin nsa ya ni adenti na was how. So one people for. Abbas eh. Omo yesa obi me de manu. Obi enti de manu si no dia make am say. Nipa MPP ni obi waye se timaka udi nanim a ehu udi na chi a ehu bill no na omo se ye nye kra afi ye ya omo se ye dey ya dakato afi ade ya dakato no omo se adakato ne kra no mampanyin ma ha ma nye dey ensan na se omo prepare your mind omo mampanyin ma ha ma san wi omo ka se ya dakato no waye dey da bi no de kan ye nipa MPP eno no ye kan nipa MPP ni hu chan aboa bone
Abbas ye ka dakato no answer president Eshasi Akasa. Ade de ba ya happen yes there. In fact, deliberations in one year case there be accepted because here partner say sa exemptions in ya de be boye and the money ya dakato. O share other countries o man say yinara and they are very proud to say they are standing against this other foreign pressures. What do I say? But yeah, we are bound to these pressures and we are preparing something that will make us look like good boys. And yeah, so that's it. Before crowd one, I didn't ever na president of Fias Kasa. Minim Shakura done so. Minim pressure quite done so. I said, who so. And then bishops said they will not accept this watered down. I felt to say, bill.
Oh, bishops, dear,
Catholic bishop.
Watered down, and
dear,
watered down.
Bill, I pass here.